So you can't hear them yet, but they're still talking, chat, which is why for a moment you're seeing them all light up, but they're... Yuki's doing a bimbo voice right now, chat. You can't hear it quite yet because I haven't hit the button that lets you hear it yet. You can vaguely hear them. Oh my god, are they coming through my mic?
Oh
wow, my headset's so good they're coming through it.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. Let me turn it down a bit. There we go.
We will not be silenced.
Now you shouldn't hear them. Hello everybody! First off, for those of you who haven't come for a while, look how good my new model is. Well, not my new model. Look how good it tracks now because of the new computer. Look, I'm gonna go blah blah blah. I can go. I do all sorts of stuff again now, which is fun. When Ryan has a chance, we still have to set up how to use my my phone camera, which is way better than my thing. No, I haven't set up the phone camera yet. Ryan's on vacation from work for the next week, but when he's able to, we're gonna set it all up, so it's gonna look really good. Answers that, yeah. See, it's still tracking a little off, but it should be a lot better pretty soon, you guys. Don't worry about it too much. God, when I touch my webcam, Ryan, is it supposed to burn me?
Yeah. No.
Okay, good,
what? It burns?
Okay, maybe not
hot.
Burn, but it is supposed to be warm or hot. But burn is a different question.
Yeah, that hurt a little, is how hot that is. First off, I wanted to...
That's a little dangerous at that point.
I wanted to thank Apassier for tipping an entire 14-year-old Scotch whiskey. So every time we get any of the hydrate redeems, that's what I'm drinking today. I'm drinking Glenfiddich. Oh yeah, one of my players actually in the Blades in the Dark game arsenal is a sommelier. Yeah, but he does it for more than just wine. He does it for like all alcohol. So he sent me, and was very happy to find out that in Canada, apparently we price a 14-year-old whiskey the same as we do a 12-year-old. So he sent me Glenfiddich single malt Scotch whiskey, our bourbon barrel reserve. It's 14 years aged.
That sounds
nice.
Like a delight.
From Scotland.
I don't understand.
It's from Scotland.
So when are you sharing with me?
Scott, was it that usually has like a good like smoky? Oh, you bastard! Oh, I want.
Yeah, so thank you, Apassier, for the tip. And if you wanted to play with the amazing... Hey, there's the first hydrate. I have already poured a little bit just for me. I'm drinking it out of a... I don't have a whiskey glass right now, so I'm drinking it out of a cat taro mug.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
get him drunk, Chad. If he passes out, we level up.
Delicious. Now, see, I knew you fuckers were going to do that. That's why I don't want to drink all of this whiskey tonight, because it's really nice whiskey, and I have date night tomorrow. So, instead, when you guys spam hydrate redeems, I have cheap beer sitting beside me, and I'm going to drink this Carling Black Ice now to wash down the taste of that delicious Scotch whiskey, and it's your fault.
It's hurting me. I retract all of my statements.
Significantly less tasty. But I still have this beautiful Scotch whiskey, so thank you so much for the tip. If you guys wanted to play with Apassier and the others, I am starting a Blades in the Dark campaign bi-weekly Fridays. The crew has already been decided. They're going to be a group of hawkers, and Eldritch is in that game too. Thank you, Eldritch. So, yeah. If you guys wanted to play Blades in the Dark, shoot me a DM. We're doing bi-weekly Fridays. As always, your first game is free. After that, it's $20 a session. Now, I have a lot of cool, interesting announcements involving Hero Factory coming up that I just want to get out of the way first. It's very likely that most of my games will be switching off of Dungeons and Dragons, meaning that we will be switching to a system I don't know much about, because we are currently in talks with the company that runs this TTRPG, and they are interested in getting involved with Hero Factory and my things. Well, I can't entirely say who it is, but their name rhymes with Mizo. But we're currently going to be talking about licensing. We're going to be talking about them sponsoring us, grabbing us all the books. things like that. So it's going to be very, very exciting. But all of my D&D games, including this one, are likely going to be switching to Pathfinder 2nd Edition. What does that mean for tonight's content? That means for Blood on the Sand, the D&D Marathon game, and Last Stand, games are going to be running a little bit differently, a little bit slower, a little bit more relaxed, less direct combat until the swap, because, well, I don't want to stat a bunch of 5e creatures and then have to do it again in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I've already got you for Cyberpunk, I know, right? Hey, Luminous, I'll gladly jump you into more. Everybody loves you in my chat. You are so knowledgeable. They are really excited to play with you in Cyberpunk. And yeah. But
I've never met you, but I love you already.
Considering, as well, for those of you who are really into TTRPGs, you should know this, Paizo is about to release a 2nd edition of Starfinder. That means that a potential playtest on my streams of Starfinder's 2nd edition is very plausible. There'll be more announcements on that as we finish talking to the company that rhymes with Maizo. Wait, I just said Starfinder outright, didn't I? Shit. The playtest isn't Luminous. The playtest is a lot sooner. From what I know, I could be wrong. Who knows? I'm wrong about a lot of things. Many, many much things. So yeah. Cool stuff on the horizons, guys. A lot of really, really cool stuff. Anyways, all of my games, I currently have 19 open slots in total in all my various campaigns. If you guys are interested in joining into any of my D&D games, or my Cyberpunk games, or my now Blade in the Dark games, or Pathfinder, or Starfinder, or hell, I'll even do... Oh, I'd love to run a game of Paranoia. They did a playtest announcement at Gen Con. Yeah, I had heard that. Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to join my games, shoot me a DM. First one's free. That said... Ryan, can we get the recap? It's been a few weeks since we last played this because I took a vacation and then we had a lot of IRL issues between players, things like that. So, Ryan, why don't you give us one of your famous recaps?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not prepared for this.
Okay, that's alright. There is one other person who I knew would be prepared for this. Yuki, how about you give us the recap?
I think she got up for a second.
Well, that's okay. Just do it in her voice.
I don't even know how to imitate her.
I'm Yuki, and we did this last time. I like the Hello Kitty.
I'm Yux. And, you know, I'm the wonderful tyrannical princess.
Oh, no.
I transformed into Butt Stallion last time.
But still,
A magical, sparkly pony.
we all died. Well, no.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Last
you died.
session was rough. So, man, we were, like, on the brink of death. Everybody was gonna die. Yeth hounds were attacking us. There was, what was it called? A Greth? Grek? Grick?
Grick Alpha.
Grick.
Yeah,
Alpha
you guys
Grick.
came across the Grick Alpha.
We came across Grix and Grick Alpha.
Big ass war.
And
hook
fortunately, we did manage to make it, like, get tied up in combat with the Yeth hounds. But it was hard trying to get the cart past it. And unfortunately, while our dear Leonidas made a very critical mistake while trying to get the cart moving, and we ended up losing him into the depths below. He did get Featherfall, so maybe he'll live, maybe he won't. Who knows? Probably not. But we lost Leonidas, and Ropar was about to jump down with him, but some sort of divine force convinced him not to. Gee, wonder what that was. But eventually we did manage to get the cart past the Gricks, the Alpha Grick. And after getting snatched up in the ceiling, both Shade and Alice got snatched up in the ceiling by, what were those things called?
Cave fishers.
Cave fishers. They got swiped up.
Oh, River, you. God, I wanted so.
That's sick,
He's
man.
putting whiskey in the chat.
Yeah, he's making us all jealous right now. He's showing off. Show off.
Getting tipped alcohol is all I ever wanted as a content creator. You don't understand.
But as Arsenal and Alice were dangling, Arsenal used like his shadowy demon form, whatever, and scared both Alice but also the cave fishers. And he saved Alice by cutting her down. I had to use Featherfall on her. Everybody got that wonderful experience of seeing what my Featherfalls are all about. Maggots and all. And then the cave fisher ended up dropping Shade because it was afraid of him, and I also had to Featherfall him. Pretty much expending all but one spell slot, I think. And we did manage to escape using a hidden minor illusion wall up ahead that I found earlier on the map. And everybody was kind of devastated, especially poor little Ropar. But everybody had reasons to be devastated. That was a rough fight. We did lose Leonidas. But we managed to find some peace, and we went for sleepies. And during the watch, somebody or something has been harassing us and our boat, trying to steal our boat, light it on fire. But we managed to save it quite a few times. I used Unseen Servant to row it back to shore, and then I tied it down. And then the next watch, it got lit on fire, and the fire got worse for a bit, but eventually they got it out. And that's kind of where we're at the moment. All we know is that the strange creature messing with us seems to be cat-like and has blue glowing eyes. Something like that. And that's where we are.
That is where we are. Wish this geoloser system has you a bit hyped. Block a geoloser. What the fuck does that mean? What's block a geoloser? I'm talking to my chat. I'm trying to figure out what Luminous said. Blockage loser. Not gonna lie, the switch to this blockage loser system has me a bit hyped. Blockage loser. Blockage loser. I don't understand. If only River could be paid in and pay others in 20 years, Scots. Antonyms. I don't get it either. I don't get an antonym. If only River could be paid in and pay others in 20 years, Scotch. I had a character in the Cyberpunk game who wanted to be. Oh, I get it. Pathfinder, blockage loser. I get it. Yeah, it's the opposite of You all awaken. You all awaken for what you hope is the morning, with only Ropar's excellent sense of time able to differentiate night from day in these deep, dark caverns. The underground river flows serenely past your campsite into that lake, where at the middle there is a heavily wooded, forest-like area. Your watches are finished. What do you do?
Well, unbeknownst to me, because it was perfectly fine when I went to bed, I go to look at the boat.
It's very burned. And it's very burned on, like, and just soaking wet, and you see there's a few arrow, like, thunks in it.
Also upside down.
Oh yeah, it's currently upside down too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Minnie, you gotta unset yourself AFK.
No.
How? And how did this? And I just kind of point at it and look at whoever was taking watch after me.
Which I believe the last watch is
Ziggy, Stella.
Ziggy and
What
Stella,
happened?
yeah.
You see,
Somebody
There
shot the boat.
yeah, there were arrows.
Stella, this is pretty charred. Why didn't you put out the fire sooner?
I
She
tried.
wasn't helping me. She just stood there and
I tried. No, I did
you
everything.
did. You tried to
I did
put
everything.
You tried to
I
start
put out the fire.
You tried to put it
Ziggy didn't do
further on
nothing.
fire.
Ziggy didn't do
Okay, children,
anything.
how about one at a time because nobody can understand what you're saying.
Well,
She tried
somebody
to
on
make
the other
boat go
side
there more.
was pulling the boat and shooting the
sorry.
boat.
Did you say Stella fanned the fire?
Yes.
Yeah, fan the fire to put it out.
That
And then we all collectively facepalm.
Guys,
Yeah.
this is a ranger.
That's what I said.
I'm Stella.
Second.
Why'd you fan the fire? I'm Stella.
I'm Stella.
I can't break. Holy fuck, it's too funny.
after the collective face palm.
See what I had to deal with that night? This is some bullshit.
Ziggy, who taught you that word?
Thought. I don't
You
even
need to-
taught nothing.
You need to mind your mouth.
No. Ugu.
And why couldn't she have gone over the cliff?
Then we wouldn't have to worry about her blinking so much and being so goddamn weird.
I smack Ropar on the arm. Don't say that. Playfully, not hard. I did not hurt him.
Oh,
Full on
I'm
fucking
gonna-
full swing.
I'm gonna like try to flip the boat over and pull it out onto shore.
It's on
And
the
see-
shore. It's just flipped over.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and flip the boat over and see just the extent of the damage, if it's still viable at all as a boat, or if it's just a little charred.
Sure. As you flip the boat over,
fuck
there is
if I
a
remember.
flash of blue and a strange sensation of something white, furry, and wet in the water before there's a splash as whatever was underneath the boat goes back underwater.
The hell was that?
The hell?
I'm going to very boldly assume that might have been the thing shooting the arrows at it.
And it has driven a hole, tiny holes in the bottom of the boat.
And there
As you
goes
look over.
our.
Hey, look, there's holes in the boat.
Oh yeah, I wonder how that happened, Stella.
Probably when they shot the arrows at the boat.
You hear movement in the water. There's something swimming away from your little island as fast as it can.
Can I try to spot it?
Hey, you get the fuck back over here.
Do we see it, or is it just moving under the water?
You just can. You kind of. I'm gonna need a perception for you to spot it
I'll
in the
roll a
water.
perception.
And if someone spots it, that you can see it for the purposes of targeting it. Otherwise, it's counted as an invisible creature.
I think I see it.
Yeah, it's spotted. Stella, you see what appears to be a 3-foot-tall, white, fluffy humanoid cat in leather armor with a navy blue cloak, swimming as fast as it can away from your shoreline and the boat in general. It's currently a total of 15 feet away from you.
I point at it and I'm like, oh my god, there's a kitty!
I just kind of point my finger in the general direction to cast message, because I don't even necessarily need to see it. I need to point towards a creature within range, 120 feet.
Yeah.
And just, we can see you. And come on, at least leave the boat semi-functional.
The figure stops.
I'll shoot you!
The figure stops in the water, and a tiny middle finger, white and kind of paw-like, pops
Alright,
up
you
out
asked
of
for
the
it.
water for a
I wanna
brief
shoot it.
moment.
I'm gonna shoot it.
The creature is fully aware that it could respond to your message, and it chooses to match the finger that it's poking above the water with the mental message of giving you the middle finger.
I'm gonna shoot it.
You can shoot at it if you'd like.
Fire volley.
Fuck.
I need it rolled again at disadvantage. The water is giving it cover.
Damn it. Damn it.
It's like a stick
Even
of dynamite
worse.
thrown up into the water as Eldritch Blast blows up the water around it.
No, wait, Ziggy, not a blast, and now I've lost it.
I intentionally missed. They won't miss next time.
As always, thank you, Ziggy, for not being helpful.
Would anyone else like to do anything before the creature makes it back to the little island?
Ropar,
How
talk
far
to
out
it.
of a swim is it from our little shore bank to the island?
100 feet.
100 feet?
I'll shoot you again.
Every round, it makes 15 feet of progress back home.
Ropar, talk to it.
I have no interest in talking to another cat.
Ropar,
That was
talk to
dark.
it.
He doesn't
That
want to
was-
make a new cat friend. He's not over the one that just died. He's not ready for a new cat yet.
I was so dark.
It's just...
Damn.
I point my finger again and just be like, I'm probably going to get the same response, but we're trying to help the people up top. So if you want any sort of the last semblance of civilization on the surface to live, a little cooperation wouldn't be hurtful.
This time, the mental image that you get in your head is something I cannot say on stream, but trust me, it's very, very crude and a little bit sexually themed.
All right, that's it. And I jump in the water.
Stella!
Yeah.
Meow! Meow at the cat!
Oh yeah. Can I speak
River Keen Mind was the group that came down here ever described to me, and does that person match any of the description I've gotten?
No. It doesn't match the description of the dead scout who's supposed to be around here that you're supposed to be looking for. And you didn't get the description of any of the Horizon Walkers, apart from the one Tabaxi who was a calico.
Yep.
That looks like another Tabaxi, though.
I want to shoot it again.
You also,
Okay, well, we did
you
get
also
the
with your
name.
keen mind, you also with your keen mind suddenly remember as you're watching Shade dive into the water, there being dangers potentially in there.
Oh.
I shoot it again. Fuck.
Disadvantage
Okay,
roll.
first of all, one, Shade, get out of the water. Two, I shoot a message.
That's even worse.
Ziggy, Shade is in the water, you
My head-
dingbat! You trying to kill him?
My head pops up and just go, God damn it, Ziggy! And then
I
people-
shooted the other one.
Ziggy's gone. Minnie has been on a bloodthirst for quite a bit now. This boy needs to calm down.
I heard
No.
that Ropar was going to do a
Murder.
message.
Yeah, one, I told Shade, get out of the water. Not a good idea. Two, I'm shooting a message at the unknown figure in the water. Does the name Rains on the Moon mean anything to you?
I'm not falling for your drow lies! I'm not falling for mind flayer tricks! You get back in your
I'm
head.
literally a slime.
We were sent down here to save a scout. An emerald's, what was it? Drake?
Dragonborn.
You note the water ahead of you, Shade, is suddenly churning, and you get back a lot of very panicked screaming from your message.
Oh, wait. So I get a lot of screaming from my message
No,
and the
not
water
from
that's
yours. From Ryan's, because he's messaging the cat again. Ryan, you are now getting... Stop biting! Stop biting!
boy.
Ah!
Well, he's dead now.
And Arsenal, you're able to see in the water ahead of you a school of flat, colorful fish. They seem to be swimming
Oh,
towards
man.
you.
Dumbass
Yeah,
went
yeah.
swimming in the water.
yeah.
Ziggy! Mouth!
No.
Wow, Ziggy, that's rude as fuck.
Arsenal, are you staying in the water watching the fish as they approach you?
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're
I
so.
wonder if I can fear
What's
fish.
wrong with you?
Do fish have the mental capacity to fear?
It depends on the intelligence score, doesn't it?
I guess it does.
Everything has the capacity to fear for its life, in my opinion.
Yeah, they do.
I'm gonna barrel through and try to get
I
at least
cast
within
fear.
10 feet of that cat, and I want to pop the wings.
He's swimming as fast as you are if you don't have a swim speed.
You son of a bitch.
Meaning that you could scare the fish, likely, but the cat is just going.
Okay, then yeah. Once the fish get, I want to I'm waiting to see the whites of their eyes type of deal. I want as many fish near me as possible before I hit it, so that way I have the most likely of scaring a good chunk of them, so I can swim safely.
Sure, yeah, you scare the shit out of the fish. I'm not even gonna roll for them. I'm just gonna say they auto-fail. That fish won't want to fuck with a fallen angel. And they scatter, making the way clear for the cat to make it to his little island. He crawls out, dripping wet. He looks quite upset and annoyed with everything that's happened.
I wonder why.
He's got a bow slung over his shoulder, and he's got it pointed at the water behind him for when Arsenal gets out of it.
Yep.
You can see him 100 feet away. Ryan, did you want to keep messaging him? He probably didn't hear
I
your
don't
last
know
one.
why you're readying your bow right now, but you do realize he just tried to help you, right?
I'm not falling for mind flayer tricks. You might have gotten the others, but you're never gonna get speared by sword!
What?
No,
I'm sorry,
no.
If anything, we're here to hunt mind flayers later. We're no mind flayers here.
That's exactly what a mind flayer would say!
I don't.
It's not.
I don't think so.
You can't hear music.
Yeah, we
I know.
can't hear that.
I know.
Do you have any very specific questions about any gaming systems?
They became customer support. Hell yeah.
Tech
What are you guys
support.
doing?
I'm still swimming.
Oh yeah, I'm
Uh,
just waiting to see if the party's gonna do anything, or they're gonna let you get a prepared attack right to the
Well,
face. as
did
you're
we ever
getting
figure out if the
water.
boat is actually in condition to move?
It seems like there's some small holes in the bottom of it.
The boat is not in condition to move.
He's 100 feet away, yeah?
He is
How do I pick
100
up
feet
Stella
away.
and throw her? I'm just kidding.
He is 100 feet away, and there's clearly some things in the water that would not appreciate your presence. Arsenal made it through, though. Shade's on the other side almost. You can see him about to get a prepared action bow in the face.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
Prepared action bow in the
I'm gonna
face.
shoot the.
My
shoot the
bow's
cat.
broke. Yeah, you shoot. Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
shoot
shoot the
your
cat.
bow. Go, Stella, go.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me check Speared's AC. Alright, that hits. Roll damage.
Yeah, fuck you! Boop.
Ow!
Shot.
Hey! Fuck you! He yells loudly
you!
from the other side of the...
you!
No!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
And then
And
I
what's your
want to yell badly
name?
back. Hey, language!
What's
I
your
continue my
name?
message saying
Fuck you!
I'm saying we didn't want to attack him, but he's making us have to at this moment,
What kind
and
of
that
mind flayer uses a bow and arrow? He yells back.
We ain't no
not
we're not mind flares.
That's exactly
You
what a
even-
mind flayer would say.
I am
Shade, you're able-
literally a fucking slime.
Yeah? That's just fucking weird.
Eat you!
Eat
That's
my
true.
ass.
He is weird.
If I'm gonna yell like this, I have to close my window.
You're weirder than I am. You're a fucking cat.
He's stinky!
And he shoots at Minnie. Shade, you're able to get up because he uses his prepared action to shoot Minnie instead.
Oh yeah.
I
My
was just
distraction worked.
screamed for like 5 minutes.
Our distraction is impeccable, guys. We did it.
Does a 16 hit your AC, Minnie?
Yeah.
You're taking 7 points of damage as he fires an arrow back at Minnie, and
Ow.
Minnie takes an arrow to the goop. Hello,
You missed!
thank you so much for the raid, Luna. Thank you so much for coming. Luna Ray Do, what were
Wait.
you playing? I hope
do
that
that
you
right.
had a great
Wait.
time. We're currently
Wait.
playing DnD, and the party are negotiating with a strange tabaxi that is on an island tormenting them. So
I like
regardless, Stella, you shoot the tabaxi, then the tabaxi shoots Ziggy for being annoying,
and he missed. I
And
said
then
he missed.
No,
upon
he didn't miss. He
He
hit
didn't
me.
miss.
He
Yeah,
missed
he hit
completely.
Ziggy. Oh, he
Yeah,
missed Stella.
Yeah.
hit him right in the
Thank you so much
slime.
for coming. If you don't know who I am, I'm Riff of the Bard. I do a bunch of TTRPG, D&D, and variety content. I have openings in the 5 different campaigns I run right now. You can shoot me a message on Discord to join into one of those if you'd like. I run a bunch of Cyberpunk. I've got a Blades in the Dark game that's going to be starting up bi-weekly Fridays and more. I do run D&D full-time as a career, so I do charge for my games. First one's free to come and test it out. And if you wanted any sort of sub, bits, or donations, earns the player of your choice in this campaign an inspiration. You can check out all my lovely players there.
Oh.
Oh.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Hooray.
All right. So as I said,
No, I demand more bimbo from you.
Shade, you're able to get up onto the
Yay!
floor now, right in front of this cat, and upon seeing you, he goes, and the tabaxi gets down on all fours and sprints away into the wooded area of the little island that you and him are on.
You said
Like,
the island was
what
100 feet away?
Yeah, he's out of your line of sight now.
God.
Oh my
Damn
god,
it.
the
No,
kitty's
not again.
gone.
Beard!
I continue my message saying we really don't want to fight him if he can help us, and that I've been looking for somebody named Rains on the Moon because there was a warning written in a book by a tabaxi from Van Skaran named Rains on the Moon, and that we need help.
Until you can prove to me that you're not mind flayers, anyone who sets foot on my island is gonna die!
Tell him to stop. Tell him
Can
to stop
I,
running so we can prove it.
I would like to.
How do you want us to prove it?
Figure it out, idiot!
That's
I
not how
wanna-
it works.
I would like to
Language!
cast Detect Thoughts as a way of tracking him while I go look for him in the woods after he sprinted off.
Yeah, the island's not that big, meaning that you can always detect that he is near you. And yet you're still going to need a persuasion to figure out where he is. And he's constantly thinking exactly one thing. And it's that very, very lewd sexual thought. Nothing else goes through his head on his surface level.
So he's a pervert. So he's a pervert.
He's not actually. Shade, you use
Okay.
Detect Thoughts pretty regularly. It's clear that this guy,
Yeah, no, this is a really good like mental. It's a mental barrier. It's a firewall of sorts.
basically,
Firewall.
yeah. If
Oh.
you can break past it, you would have to probe deeper into his actual thoughts, and that's probably not going to help him help convince him that you're not a mind flayer. As it's clear he's doing this to try to avoid mind flayers, which are known for this kind of shit.
Which is why I'm not going to mention it as much as I hate constantly saying it. I'm not going to mention it. I'm just going to kind of like keep going around and being like acting as if I'm getting close, but then not too close, kind of like hot and cold type of deal, and just be like, Speared!
You actually
Speared,
can
goddammit!
tell every time you're getting hot and closer to him, because the sexual thoughts turn instead to start morphing into what appears to be a bow and arrow, as it's clear he's preparing a shot anytime you come within a certain radius of wherever he is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like play dumb a little bit and just like.
You don't know his name.
I thought he yelled, "You'll never get speared."
That was message
Yeah,
back to Ryan.
Yeah, that was message to Ryan.
Oh, I thought he yelled
I thought it was
it.
yell. I thought it was yell.
Okay.
So, you know he's around.
Damn it! We're people. Get out of here. We're trying to help you.
Silence from the trees around you. Rest of the party on the shoreline, what are you doing?
I'm patching the holes in the boat.
Do you have anything to do so with?
I have lots of clothes.
Also, the wings last for like a minute, so for I don't know how long,
I mean,
but for that
that's
first
not
little
gonna
bit, I climbed up.
That
off-
is.
I climbed
You
up
put
onto
the
the
holes.
shore,
It's
like
gonna soak in the
full,
water.
like wet angel of death type of deal.
Yeah, why
That
do you
probably
think he ran away, Shane?
I have leather.
Yeah, it didn't help at all, but I needed it for the fish.
You have...
You got a better idea?
Alright, players trying to fix the boat that this tabaxi sabotaged.
Bella, quick, take your clothes off, patch boat.
Stella, quick.
So
use your endless pair of shoes that keep falling off ledges to.
Yeah,
catch the boat.
I'll just plug the holes with my shoes.
You don't
My
have any
endless
shoes,
pair of
Stella.
shoes.
Remember, you lost all your shoes, Stella.
What do you mean? I
Barefoot.
have shoes all the time. I have shoes.
Looks down at feet, realizes that you're barefoot from our last encounter.
I had shoes.
Ropar, what do we do?
Do we have any? Is there anything, any like wood or anything we could use to prepare the boat around, or are we just on a
A
rock
stick.
face?
Are we on a rock?
We're rocks.
River.
Hi.
Are we just on like a rock face area, or is there
Yep.
like any?
Nope.
Okay.
Rock facing. The only bit of wood on your side is the poked in holes boat.
Fuck.
The whole poked boat. The holy boat.
Holy boat.
Hmm.
Hallelujah boat. Hallelujah.
I'm gonna keep playing hot and cold with them and just like, listen, I don't. What do you want from me? What can prove that I'm a person and not a weird tentacle monster?
You're a weird tentacle monster.
Do I have an ability for this? Probably not.
Still silence.
Still silence.
Hmm.
The weird firewall barrier of thoughts that he has up begins transitioning into what appears to be an elderly female version of what someone would assume that your mother would look like.
I have shape water. Can I distract the thing in the water and we all just swim across?
You could also just shape water to keep the water out of the boat, Yuki.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
can
That's
I?
pretty fucking smart.
Wait,
yeah.
that sounded like cheating. That
Yeah.
sounded like
You get me
cheating.
across.
No, you
Yeah,
can do that.
That's
Pretty
that's
easy.
smart.
I didn't know that. No, that sounds like cheat. Yeah, then I'll use shape water and then we won't have to worry about the boat. It'll be fine.
Alright, get on the boat.
Yay!
You're a genius. Alice, good job.
Yay!
Listen, we're from Stand. It doesn't have much longer. We're trying to save everybody in it. Just come out wherever you are.
Giddy.
The surface thoughts again just seem to be mostly focusing on trying to get a lore accurate representation of what your mom probably looked like.
Why is it always? Anyway, we
Stella,
have
we're
food.
just now in the boat.
You
We
can
haven't
roll-
got across.
You can roll a perception to find him where he actually is.
Yeah.
You
Oh no,
gotta be-
he's
stealth.
playing.
Are you-
He's playing
Stella,
dumb,
I'm
but
prepping.
he's trying to get him to
preparing
come out
my-
on his own, basically. Because
Oh,
if he,
trust
Does
if
that
he
work on tabaxis?
I have 3 cats. That'll never work.
What?
listen, we have food. Want food?
Jiggle, 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 jiggle.
Fresh water.
Jiggle,
A
jiggle,
crotchety old man with a rifle. He's pretty funny.
That's a medieval laser
Women.
pointer.
I have prestidigitation. Will that work?
All right, Yuki and crew. Does that mean you guys are just going across on the boat using shape water to
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
glitch your way across?
Yeah, yeah. That sounds like cheating to me. But if you let it fly
And then I'm gonna
across,
try
you go.
and stealth
You can
and use
use
my
surf.
gnome, whatever, stone skin to sneak up on him, I guess.
Sure.
You sneaky beaky bro.
Roll me a perception to find where he is first off. Arsenal, everyone's landed on the shoreline behind you.
Hello.
The trees here are
Stella,
very, very dense. One thing that you note, you're walking on dirt. Very, very springy, spongy dirt. The grass here, it feels extremely soft and comforting. The entire area smells of a freshly cut lawn somehow, and has all the positive sense as well as a healthy forest. None of the weird, wet smells that forests generally have, though. It all smells perfect, like a perfect day out on the surface.
A good thing I have my shoes.
It's strange
As-
because you even can see sunlight trickling through the trees.
Stella, you're
Weird.
still barefoot.
You don't
as-
find the cat, I got more that I want to talk about real quick. You don't find the cat, but a quick walk around of the island is that it is exactly a 50-foot diameter circle. The trees are very tightly packed, but not too tightly that you have difficulty moving. You can hear bird calls and elk, as well as other herbivore and peaceful animals, and yet you see none of them. You just hear them.
What the fuck?
In the exact center stands a tiny little cottage with a little bit of smoke puffing off.
Grandma.
Yeah, it looks like Grandma's cottage. And there's a sign.
Oh God, no! Wait, back,
And there's a sign out front that says Granny's cottage. It's got a little heart painted on the front that's like nice and pink. And the entire cottage seems very, very warm and welcoming with a moss-covered roof.
Let's not enter that before we have a mental plan.
Estella, that sounds like too smart of a comment.
Robart, you don't find
never mind.
the tabaxi speared by sword.
I what?
You do not find.
You do not find.
Did I see any objects on the tabaxi that I might be able to locate?
Yes. He was wearing a navy blue cloak, and I do not believe anybody else in this party wears navy blue cloaks, do they?
No.
Although if you pick item, it's just going to discover all the cloaks. If you pick bow, it's going to locate Stella's bow. So, let's see. Did he have anything unique on him that you would be able to pinpoint? Your keen mind means that you got a great view of him. Give me a moment.
And I just wanted to say to the party, like as people start walking onto the shore, it's just like, can we refrain from maybe shooting, bonking, and otherwise harming the only other person from the surface we've seen since we got down here?
Side eye, Ziggy.
There's nothing unique on him that would fit a category that you could find. You're not familiar enough with his items to be able to locate one in particular. You'd have to.
Ziggy does not notice your side eye.
You'd have to have handled one at some point.
Hey, Ziggy, you want to go in the fun little house for us?
The what?
The
I just continue my message saying that the little cottage on the island is very unsettling because we've been having to deal with a powerful fae
Did
who
he
goes
go in
by
the
the call
house?
sign Granny.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Ziggy, he went in the house.
I'm in the house right now, you get messaged back. Come on in, I've just stoked the fire. And Arsenal, you are very aware that he's probably not in that house from your detect thoughts.
Yeah.
But you don't hear this either.
Yep. Hey, Ziggy went in the house. Go check it out.
I should
With our experiences from the fae, I am not going in that cottage.
Hey, we're sending Ziggy.
That's what
I don't
Ziggy.
like.
No,
I don't think it's a
I'm
good
continuing my message to him.
I
Oh,
don't-
okay.
I don't like this. I'm
Ziggy,
good.
you can't. Ziggy, you can't tell that anything's wrong. No, it's fine.
No, I think I'm good.
Come on, Ziggy.
Stella, you wanna go in the
Don't
house?
be worrying. No,
Ziggy,
I'm
don't you want to be the
okay.
hero?
I especially don't trust you. Points at Stella. You fuck off.
Well, you fucked off.
Ziggy, language.
No,
He's a little
you will
shit.
not censor me.
Dumbo.
What happened to the cute, sweet, innocent slime, Ziggy? When did you turn into such a meanie face?
When I told them these nuts.
Stella.
Does it sound like you, Stella?
Ow! Actually, if you knew my wife, she
Ziggy.
makes these nuts jokes all the time.
It is literally her daily joke.
Ziggy,
Yep.
an
Yeah.
arrow flies out from above you somewhere, and you take 6 points of damage as you're struck by another arrow.
Does it beat 16?
6. Yeah, it rolled a 20.
Okay. Oh, okay. Ow.
6 points of
Damn.
damage. Make sure to subtract that and your previous damage, which was 7, off of your character sheet. I didn't see it.
Oh, I'm doing it?
Yes, because I don't have an actual combat tracker set up for this encounter.
And we
That's
also
it.
back away
I was
from.
kinda
In
yelling
my
into the
mind,
How does it do it again?
I try and figure out the trajectory of that arrow.
Investigation.
And I'll.
Oh my god.
it came from inside the house!
Can I provide assistance considering I have a mental tracker on the guy?
If he had waited and asked for help before rolling, yes. Otherwise, you could go ahead and roll an investigation on your own to try to figure it out.
Okay.
From your mental tracker, you have advantage.
Okay.
I think Ziggy's asking for help, guys.
I'm also gonna just
What?
yell into the ether,
What?
just like, can you refrain? Can you stop shooting our slime?
He said, "How do I?" I think he was referring to the subtracted health bar.
Yeah, how do I put the does it go by counting
Just
down
type
or do
in-
I count?
So in the wound category,
Counting
type
up.
in 11.
Yeah.
Or type in 7 plus 6, whatever that is. 13.
13.
13.
How
That's
do
an
you not know what 7
intimidation.
plus 6 is?
Oh, I read the wrong one. I'm sorry.
You trying to scare him now?
Not be stinky.
They're right next to each other, all right?
Sticky.
No, I didn't hit advantage. God damn. Well, you know what? Can't get any. Okay. Okay. So I rolled a 17. I forgot to hit advantage. Do you want me to just roll one more time with just a regular roll?
Yes, please.
Got it. 17.
With a 17, you can figure out the trajectory. He's up in one of the trees above you.
Well, I suck at climbing.
The tree that he's in is about 15 feet high.
Bella, you can climb that, right?
Good question. Am I good with climbing?
Shade hasn't pointed it out loud yet to anybody yet.
I'll message Ropar where he is.
Why specifically?
Because I
Got it.
trust Ropar.
Which is really
Yes, you
funny
don't.
considering all of your character friction
Yeah.
between the two of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I trust
Yeah.
Ropar's intelligence.
Ah!
There you go.
Damn,
That's
that hurts.
that's more accurate.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I do have very low intelligence.
Alright, would I be able to climb into the tree and sneak up on him? Maybe.
Athletics to climb, unless you have a climb speed. And then a
Whoa, we
stealth to see if you can do so quietly.
Oh, we don't have a rogue anymore. Fuck.
Where would I see climb speed if I had climb speed?
You don't have one.
Okay, good enough. Athletics, huh? Oh, this is gonna suck.
I'll also message Alice.
Oh.
I shoot a message back to Shade. Could you help me climb up the tree?
Oh. We.
I'll shoot another
Yes.
message back. If I do that, he might notice. Play dumb for a second. Let me message Alice. And I message
Okay.
Alice.
What do you message her?
He's in that tree about 15 feet up. You think you can do anything?
Where
Turn.
do I check my coolness?
Turn into an animal? Maybe.
I can turn into an animal.
Into a bird.
Yeah.
I don't
How
think
do
you're
I
high
turn
enough
into
level
a-
to fly yet, but I think you can turn into like a
Well,
bear or
no.
something and climb.
Yeah. Where do I do that again?
Oh, hi, Saf. Thank you for the stretch.
So that's one of your wild shape abilities, and then you can
Okay,
turn into
wild
anything with a you can turn into any beast with a CR. Fuck, I think it was
The
a
only
1/2.
option on my list is horse.
You can turn into a bear. Are
Yeah, I
you
just don't see
transforming
it.
into a bear?
He suggested it, so I will give him a thumbs up and I turn into a bear.
As she transforms into a bear, you watch as the cat leaps from the tree into another one using his cat claws to keep his climb speed. And he's going to roll another stealth to try to get away from you. Just being a frustrating cat. My cats have been really annoying me lately, so I feel like I'm passing that back on to all of you at this point.
Geez, thanks.
Come on, get out.
I do have to check to see if he does fall, because even though he has advantage on his athletics to climb, it is still possible he could fail the jump. He does not, and vanishes from your sight. You know he's in the trees around you somewhere, but like a squirrel, he just jumped into the next tree, worked his way around it really quickly using his cat claws, then jumped into another, and you've lost him amongst the trees again.
Nope,
So now that I'm a big,
I lost him
now that I'm
for
a
a little
big
bit.
bear, though, can I just start knocking the trees down very aggressively?
If you would like
I'll
to
just shake
disturb
at
the
the
peace of this
trees.
place, yes, you may start knocking trees down.
Please don't.
Wait, no. When you word it like that sounds horrible.
Yes, and I'm going to say that you thought that in your head, which is why you hesitate. I said it that way because you considered it would be a real shame to disturb the peace of this place.
It would be a real
And
shame
then
if I started a
you
riot.
felt ill for a very brief moment.
Oh.
When you thought about knocking over a tree.
Oh no.
Like a little nauseous.
Oh, I get big sad. I'm a sad bear. Sad. I would never hurt that little baby.
Either way, Alice is now a bear sitting on her, haunches looking at you all.
It's just like Winnie the Pooh.
I sit on my little bear butt
Yeah.
and I just look down with little.
Great, now we have a depressed bear.
Rawr.
Oh, bother.
Oh.
Oh. Mm.
Rawr.
Well, great. I have no idea where he ran off to this time. I know he's still up there somewhere, but
I'm
Lost him.
everywhere. And you should
He's
get
still-
off this island. Mind flayer thralls.
Like, do I look
Rawr.
like I have tentacles? No.
wrong game. This ain't Baldur's Gate.
You could be a
No.
thrall.
Hey,
Just because you don't
if this
currently
cat-
have the tentacles doesn't mean you're not in their employ. Or you're in the employ of that awful, wicked old lady.
No, specifically, we hate her.
We really hate her.
Yeah, no, she's been a thorn in our ass for a while now, actually.
And then she turned you into her willing creature sent to oust me and stop our mission of killing her.
No, specifically the opposite. No, we're trying to do that too.
Bullshit.
I don't. What do you want from
Wait.
me? You want
Okay,
a
I
citation
shoot.
from the fucking king? I don't know what you want.
Prove that you're not.
I shoot a message. But also try and stay out of sight of this man now. I ask him if he knows about the fourth knuckle thing. Or the third knuckle.
Yes.
Yeah, no, fourth knuckle.
Yes, and I can see you have one.
That's because she tricked me.
A likely story.
Okay, look, we
Check
know
the
he's
rest of
got-
them.
We know
Check
he's got
the
a freaky
rest of
finger
them.
Thing, but look at the rest of us. I kind of put my hands
You
up in
can't
the air.
hear. You can't hear.
You
oh wait,
can't
I
hear me,
can't
I-
hear.
God, I keep
You,
forgetting.
you don't know about the
God damn
knuckles.
it.
You don't know about the knuckles either.
Yeah, fuck.
We don't know you. We don't know that. We actually don't know canonically that Ropar's hand is whacked.
All that it takes is one of you. Then the rest of you fall and are corrupted by her magics. I know how it works. They're probably homunculi in her employ. You can't fool me.
I have this book. It told me to seek you out for help or a tabaxi or somebody. I need help.
Say the sentence, see if what the fuck happens.
No.
No, we
What?
said we were not saying anymore.
Sure, sounds like a good idea. I'm Stella.
Oh, last time it happened, I lost a fucking 5 more minutes of interrogation.
If you have no way
She
to
tried to
prove,
mess with our minds last time. We need help.
If you have no way to prove you're not one of hers, then get off this island.
I mean-
How would I prove it?
It's up to you guys to figure out how you prove it.
Mm.
I'm just a sad bear in the corner now. I don't know what you want me to prove.
Like, can I pet the bear?
You can pet the bear.
I pet the bear.
Stella pets there.
Yeah.
Rawr.
You come claiming to be friends, and yet you have given no names. You hear his voice
Hey.
echoing from all
Oh.
the trees above you.
Oh, you want a name? I'm Ziggy. Hello.
You
Stop
come-
shooting at me. Fuck you.
You come with a slave of the Mind Flayers that's very rude.
A slave? Who's the slave of the mind?
Slave of the mind flares?
The slime.
I am not a slave of nobody. Fuck you.
No, he's just weird.
He's just cringe.
He's just cringe.
Fuck
My-
you.
What do you
offer
mean
no
he's a slave of the
names.
mind flares?
You offer no names and you attack me.
Well, just in case that you're the
You
one
attacked
tricking
us first.
Yeah.
I
didn't
did
You
attack
not.
literally attacked us.
I did not attack you
You
first.
you
You
attacked our
messed
boat.
with our
I
boat
did
and attacked
not
us.
attack you first. That isn't
You
your
did.
boat. That's my boat.
Then why is it over here on our? Why is it on our side, huh?
We stole it, guys.
How were you on
We
the
needed
island?
it.
The boat was over there.
Guys,
How'd
we
you do that?
we stole the boat. We shot an arrow and we like pulled the boat to our side. We literally
We
stole it.
did? Oh, never mind.
Yes.
Yes,
It's been a while.
Stole the boat.
it's his boat.
It's been like a month.
Yeah, it's actually his boat. We stole
his
the boat.
You stole his fucking boat. He tried to steal it back with the same trick of firing an arrow with a rope, and you guys
and we cut
you
it.
cut the
Yeah.
rope. So he
Yeah.
tried setting his boat on fire, and then he swam across to poke holes in it. What the fuck you mean he attacked you first? Like, I want you to understand. I want you to
We
understand.
actually
his
started it. We
perspective.
literally.
You guys started
I
this.
say-
You saw a
I
boat on
have
the other
no
side.
recollection of
Let me
stealing any boats.
Go over. Let me, Ropar.
I wasn't paying attention.
Your keen mind goes back to remind you of the occurrences that have happened since you arrived in this cavern. You came into an area. It was very peaceful, very, very sweet, very, very nice, right? There was a boat on the far side of the lake. You went, oh, we need that boat. So you shot an arrow at the boat. Did no questioning about why there was a boat there. Did no questioning if someone could be on the other side. Like, I want to remind you, these were your decisions, completely unhindered by me. You did not go, I wonder if there's someone there, like a survivor of the group we've come from. You pulled it across, okay? And then you all, keeping the boat on your side, went to sleep. You just went to sleep. You didn't question why there was a boat or whose boat was it, or why there were oars already in the boat for you. You just went, this is our boat now, and then went
This
to
is my
sleep.
boat.
So
I don't recall us
You know
ever.
what?
I
I regret-
actually don't recall us pulling the boat over to us. So
Yeah,
I
we
regret
did.
none of
Because
these
my
actions.
my bow is broken, but I have rope. So I gave Stella the rope, and she shot an arrow, and we pulled the thing.
I'm Stella. I
over.
shot an arrow.
I'm
So
happy
thank
you
you.
remembered, but I
So-
regret none of these actions.
So then, from Speared by Sword's perspective, he's on his island, a group of people, a slime, literally a fucking slime, a drow, a
Yeah, Corb was
half-orc,
with us. Yeah.
yeah, and a weird mass, like, again, the weirdest group of people ever come down here, steal his boat, he comes to investigate, sees you all setting up camp and doing whatever you want with his boat over there. So he tries to subtly take it back across with a rope and arrow, and you guys slice the rope and arrow and do no further investigations into what happened with it. Then,
You know what?
Oh no, we tried, but we
No,
failed.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's maybe
Yeah, we did
proof-
fail a lot.
That might be proof in and itself that we're people. Because mind flayers wouldn't be this dumb.
so then
Yeah, we're
he goes, I don't know who these people armed to the fucking teeth are, but I'd better prevent them from getting over here. So he tried to destroy, again, his boat, which you just out loudly claimed is your boat.
again, I do not recall such things. This
He
is
tried
clearly
to
our
burn
boat.
it. He tried to burn it, and then was so afraid of you guys and what you could do, he braved swimming across that dangerous water, which he got attacked in, to just try to
Well, we
poke
saved
holes
him.
in the boat, which, again, he didn't see how you do it. You somehow got the boat across in the end. Meaning, you're not doing a great job at saying that you're not weird eldritch horrors or fey abominations. Regardless,
I am a fey
the
abomination.
argument continues as Alice points out that it actually is his boat, and he yells out, "It's my fucking boat!"
Oh, yeah.
I see no proof that you own it.
No, he's right about that. I think that is both.
Ziggy just give. Oh wait, but I'm a bear. I can't point it out. All
Yeah.
I hear is your.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, and now one of you just turned into a bear. Like,
Have you guys ever heard of druids?
I keep petting the bear.
yeah, I've heard of druids. They're far less common in here than our fey illusionary magic involving animals.
Oh yeah.
I
Fuck.
just said this whole island has the sounds of herbivorous, comfortable animals that none of you can see.
I'm an Eladrin. I come from the Fae.
I'm an Eladrin.
Don't get me started
just
on the
kidding.
fact that Stella
I
is
start-
very clearly winking out.
Oh yeah, I'm blinking in
she's
and out.
winking out. I
I'm
didn't
a-
help with the wings to get the cross with the fish.
I'm a fish. I'm fuck Christmas. Like
I'm a fish.
What are you doing,
I'm pretty-
Ryan? The cat's
pretty sure-
yelling
I
at
start
you
continuing
about
my
his boat.
message. I introduce myself, Ropar Ripple-Tipple. I tell him that Strawn Delver sent us to locate a missing scout named Croc.
I don't know who
and
the
that
fuck
there was
these
some
people
tabaxi.
are. I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
You tell him to shut up right now, Ropar, that you're trying to explain you're not a mind flayer. But I just growl because I'm
I'm
a bear.
trying
Rawr.
to prove to you the best that I
Rawr.
can that we're just a group of adventurers trying to save our friends.
Show me your
no,
dick.
Claire, I'm Stella.
Show me your dick.
Show me. What?
I'm sorry, what?
Show me your dick.
Sorry, what?
Huh?
Show me your penis.
Oh yeah, mind flayers don't have genitals.
That is fair.
Of
See,
course, Ropar would know that.
You hesitated. That means that you don't want to show me your penis. Therefore, you're a mind flayer
That's
or fey.
just
I put my
weird.
I put my bear paws over my eyes.
Wait, we have Nogany Mind
Oh,
Flayer,
you
and
turn
that's from
around.
killing Mind Flayers. Wouldn't she know a way to?
Why isn't she saying
prove-
anything?
That we're
We
not
didn't
like,
bring her over. We didn't bring her
wait,
over in the
wait,
boat. She
wait.
doesn't know.
Ropar, wait.
Just
I'm the
automatically.
expert. I'm the expert of getting naked. I'm Stella. So Stella takes off her clothes.
Aha! No penis.
Yeah, I'm a woman, stupid.
Still, I said show me your penis. There is no penis.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
I put my clothes back on.
First
You're
of
stupid. You're stupid. You hear yelled back at you.
You're
I keep
stupid.
my bear eyes covered because I can't believe what's
all
happening
you
around
weirdos
me.
skirt around.
Do gnomes
Nice.
have penises?
Yes.
Is that a
Yes.
question?
No,
not
they
gonna.
do
Yeah,
have
that's a
penises.
question.
They do. They're people.
They're people?
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
he's
do
got
this,
dick.
but every bit of my being wants to Lion King, Ropar up like Simba,
Look at his penis.
full naked.
You guys could roll if out of character you're at a loss of how to prove. You can always make a roll to check to see how to prove. An investigation, an insight, a nature, history, whatever. You
Nah,
want.
man, we're gonna show my penis.
All right.
Yeah.
How this is gonna work? And
Yeah,
fine.
you show.
I could have shown.
Whip
I
his dick
think I
out.
could have shown my
I got my
giant
balls
lion
covered.
dick.
It doesn't matter if
you.
you take it out now. You already hesitated, meaning you didn't want to show me for some
Are
reason.
you fucking with me?
That makes zero logical sense because you literally. But if mind flayers don't have genitals, then him showing you it
I'm
regardless.
starting not to regret
He
trying
just
to
had to
kill you
get-
at this point.
He just was taking the time to cast the illusionary spell to give him a known penis.
Go ahead and detect magic if you
Why would
can.
a mind flayer
I
know
can't.
what a
Magic
gnome
here.
penis looks
I
like?
can't cast those spells.
That's a
What
skill
spells Candy
issue.
Cast?
Huh?
What spells Candy Cast?
I'm not telling you.
Fair enough. I love the pause.
Rawr.
I shrug and go, all right, fair enough.
Skill issue.
Rawr. When do I stop being a bear?
If
An
I
hour
knew
or
what-
you want,
if I
Anytime
knew-
you want. You
anytime
can
you
stop
want,
being a
or
bear.
an hour, or an hour. You do use
If
each
I-
of your wild shapes. So you could be a bear as long as
Hey,
you
you
want.
show a good bear. I keep petting
I-
you.
I can shape into a penis, but I don't think that would prove anything to you.
Rawr.
I'm a penis. She's a bear.
If you give us a minute, we have someone on the bank who hunts mind flayers.
A likely story.
Her name is literally Nogni Mindflare.
You can go back across, but leave by boat.
No.
That's not how this works.
You don't want to end up in the situation you were just in.
Yeah, it's a shitty situation to be in, isn't it? Acknowledge that for a moment, you dick.
Yeah, no, we apologize. I'm sorry.
You're correct. It's a horrible situation.
And then you're
to
gonna
be
come
in.
onto my island and tell me I attacked you? You? What kind of victim blaming is this?
Yes.
We're not the smartest individuals.
Yes.
Or you just don't understand how mortal customs work because you're Fey illusions. Or mind
Which way?
flayers hasn't been ruled out yet.
Well, no, I specifically hate the Fade. That's my thing. Don't.
Hey, pardon. I'm
Yeah,
Faye.
you can say, oh, boo, 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 I hate the Fey. Guess what I hate? I hate fucking chocolate. Just kidding, I love it. Boom, I lied to you, idiots, and you would never even know it if I hadn't corrected you. You can,
Actually,
you can say what you hate.
can't
You
have
can say,
chocolate.
you can say
Right.
whatever.
Have
You can say,
chocolate.
you can say whatever you want about, oh, I hate this and I hate that. Guess what? It means jack shit unless you got something to prove it.
You want chocolate?
I'm gonna ask. Is like, wait, do you really hate chocolate, or do you?
You can't have chocolate.
Who knows? It doesn't matter to you now, does it? I'm just showing you that it's really easy to confuse someone.
You should eat chocolate.
We have chocolate.
Out of real note, out of character, does everybody have anything to trap this man?
No, I've got nothing.
I have.
I have an explosion.
Most of my magic is mental based, which is not gonna help our case.
I have
look.
an explosion.
Cool. Okay. Nothing. Got
All
it.
I
Understood.
got is
I mean, we've got
water
rope and shit, but
and
we've got
fire.
no
Yeah.
spells really to catch them.
Wait, hold
I can
on.
make him a nice dinner. I got cooking utensils.
make
You want
him
me to bake
frantic.
him a cake?
Don't. He's already frantic. What do you mean?
Even more so than he is right now.
No, that wouldn't help.
I mean, he might fall out of the tree.
You're never gonna catch me.
You're never gonna
We're not
catch me.
trying. We're trying to help you.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I don't know what you want. Ropar Ripple Temple.
We're
I
just
ain't got
trying to
nothing
trade
for you.
information with you. I think.
Well, look here. How about the? Can we just talk?
All right.
You don't have to come down. If you just talk, trade information. How's that sound?
I guess I'll use Arcana. Would that help me figure out a foolproof way to prove we are not neither Fey nor Mind Flayer?
Yes.
Well, you can't
And
prove that we're
I-
not Fey when Stella is Fey.
Can I? Can I try and roll persuasion
Yes.
to at least
That I
calm
can
him
prove
down
that I'm
enough
not
to-
Fey.
To both of you, yes.
Okay, I want to try to calm him down enough, maybe not to come down, but to at least talk.
Ropar, the problem seems to be is that this guy is... We never landed on the moon level conspiracy crazy. Any sort of spell that you cast can be waved away with, it's an illusion spell. You just cast an illusion spell to make it look like you're doing that.
It was almost 17, and then it was not.
Meaning that
It's
you're...
like a illusion of the flat Earth or something.
You're at a heavy disadvantage trying to convince this guy of anything unless you have something that is physical, tangible proof that you are not a mind flayer or that you are not a hag minion, or to prove that you are working against them. Shade, with his persuasion, he says, "Look, I'm not going to shoot you because there's a lot of you, and if I keep shooting, you're going to figure out where I am eventually.
Remember, I have a question.
And
So you
and
can
we
talk, I guess."
and we promise. And I looked down
Hold
at
on.
Ziggy.
Mox has a question.
Does Nagni have any Mind Flayer skull on her, on
She
her outfit,
actually
because she's a barbarian?
doesn't. She actually doesn't.
Damn, she doesn't keep trophies. Damn it.
You might want to roll an insight on that at some point.
Oh shit.
But
I'll do it.
I never described her as having mind flayer skulls or anything. Shade, carry on. He seems
We have
willing
proof
to
that
talk.
we killed the Ethel.
Okay, and I just go, okay, and we promise.
I
I look
didn't
down at
say
and
one.
I look down at Ziggy. We promise not to shoot you anymore. I was mostly him.
I do not promise to shoot you anymore.
You know what? That's fair enough.
What?
That's fair enough. We've been kind of dicks. I get it. You know, you're in a shitty situation.
Kinda, total dick, more like it.
Okay, you know, acceptable. You're in a shitty situation. We're a large group of shady-looking individuals. I get it.
You said shady.
No pun intended.
Because his name's Shade.
Yeah,
Get
it's
it.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Shade. My name is Shade Walker.
Sounds like an alias.
It kind of is. I mean, I go by it. My name is Orion Lucidus.
Oh my god. What?
Still sounds like an alias.
Well, that one's real.
I'm Stella.
Wait, that wasn't his real name isn't Shade. That's weird.
Oh, it's not Shade.
I don't know.
Wait.
Your parents could have been weird.
You've been together and he didn't know your name?
Well, I don't really use it anymore.
See, we don't share the same knowledge. We can't be mind flayer if we don't have a hive mind.
Or you just don't trust each other because you're mind flayers and Fae working together.
What?
What?
How much crack are you on?
I want it.
Yeah.
I don't know if crack
Can I have
is real
some?
in this universe.
Yeah.
I've survived by licking plant moss for the past 6 years.
So he's on heavily doses.
He's on the good shit.
He's on lots of drugs.
He's on the good shit.
Do you know the name of the plant? Because I want some.
Just like any of the trees.
Bet.
They're all nutritious.
I'm going to lick trees.
Sure, you lick a tree.
Oh
and
my god! Now don't
you
let him lick the trees.
You lick a tree, it tastes like a full course meal. Please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit!
My god,
it's
you
fucking
idiot!
Lord.
Can I?
It's fucking Lord.
Can I unbear to tell him that he's stupid?
That's a 7.
Yeah, you can unbear anytime you want.
I unbear and I face palm and I'm like, Siggy, what is wrong with you?
He said the trees tasted good, and he's not wrong.
Siggy would have answered you had he not been asleep right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh
As
my god!
He licks a tree and then immediately just and is asleep.
And I turn to look at Shade and Ropar and I'm like, he freaking died.
No.
Wait, did he just lick that tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tabaxi climbs.
He's
down.
not the brightest.
The Tabaxi climbs down, but he keeps his bow at the ready as he walks out from the trees. Is he stupid?
Yes.
I've been lying to you about the house since I got here and trying to lure you into a trap, and he just went out and he licked the fucking tree.
That's what we've been trying to say.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Yeah, he's not.
My fuzzy pink toe beans. You're all too stupid to be mind flayers.
Yes!
That's the point!
This is just a really weird coincidental accident that you're even here in the first place and stole my boat.
Pretty much, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Our boat.
Stella?
Don't mind her.
Okay,
Drop
it. No.
Speared by sword. Nice to meet you. I'm a Horizon Walker.
Horizon Walker.
Uh-huh.
Ah. That's good to know. Orion Lucidus, you can call me Shade Walker.
Okay.
Looks at Ropar.
I'm Stella.
Ropar, go. Our resident ding dong, Stella. And I'm
Ding
Margaret.
dong. I'm not ding dong.
Margaret, nice to meet you. Okay, so you've got the book then, Speared says, looking at Ropar.
Wait, what?
Yes. Do you happen to know who Reigns on the Moon is? We've been looking for him.
Yeah, he let us all down here.
How'd you get stuck here then?
About 7 years ago, the Horizon Walkers got a report that there were portals to the Feywild and other planes opening up all over the Underdark. We came out here to investigate it. Plane of Earth. We think that a Tarask came through.
Oh, that's not good.
It's already been dealt with. It came through about 8 years ago and was our first real indicator that something was wrong, showed up in the middle of the plains of Uzeos. But the portal
So
that
I've
had
heard.
originally come... Yeah, the portal that it originally came through was from here in the Underdark, and then, well, we managed to teleport it out there. So we started looking more into it, and we found that there's these kind of portals and holes opening up just about everywhere, and lots of stuff looking to come through from the varying planes. We thought we'd start with the Fae, as the Feywild is generally the most easiest to deal with, so long as you know its rules. And the Summer Queen was on good terms with Kadrin. Then while we were down here, all of a sudden the whole mountain felt like it was going to fall down on our heads. We went through the portal to see what was going on after coming in and out of it a few times, and the entire Feywild had shifted into something a hell of a lot worse. Some Granny Knucklebones had taken over. We fought our way back to the portal, but only I was able to slip through it. The other Horizon Walkers all stayed on the other side as it closed behind me. I did my best to try to get back through, but the trigger to get through it changed too, and I'm no good at solving fucking riddles. So I haven't been able to get through. I've been here the last 6 years trying to solve a riddle, he admits, screaming, with shame in his blue eyes. As a note, now that he's dried off a little, he looks like the fluffiest Persian... Like, not a Persian, but like a big fluffy, like, pampered white house cat. You know, the kind that have like the really flat faces and are just almost entirely floof? That's what he looks like with very, very clear, beautiful blue eyes.
Aww.
Well, I'd say maybe we can help, but I don't know how much trust you'd have in that at this point.
Oh, no, I fully trust you now. There was no way that anyone who'd be hunting me is that stupid.
No, I mean about the mental skill in solving the riddle, not so much the if we're people or not.
Yeah, well, as far as I can figure, because I tried to venture away from this island a few times to get help, this is the last safe place in the entire area. There's some sort of massive creature out there with a big beak, and it's like a huge worm.
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I couldn't get past that alone. Not with all the other cave fishers and the hook horror pack that lurks right outside this tunnel. So I've just been stuck here for the last 6 years, surviving off my rations and the fish.
Killed a good chunk of the horrors. The big beak thing, that we killed some of its kids, and that it came by and it wasn't happy.
Well,
it might actually be dead right now, though.
Maybe, actually.
Look,
that means bad
the
things for us, though.
If you can get me through that portal, I know how to open it if you can help me solve the riddle, but I know how to get it open and make it big enough for us all to get through. If you get me in and help me find Reigns and the other walkers, I can open up a portal elsewhere in the Underdark or wherever you want, and we can open up a portal far out of Kadrin, and we'll be fine.
Well, can I also? It was 7 years ago. That's how long ago the war started, right?
5 years ago.
5 years ago. Sorry, my heads are.
The cataclysm that sunk the mountain happened 5 years ago.
Okay. Can we bring him up to speed, at least how far the Underdark, how far that has progressed?
Yeah. Go ahead, tell him in character.
Oh. I'll spend a few minutes and just kind of like, well, here's kind of how the last few years have happened if you want to get caught up, and explain a bit about the Underdark War, how they rose up, and then a lot of people managed to make it to Stand. And they managed to close off pretty quickly, but now there's really nowhere else left to go. Stand's kind of all that's left.
Luminous one of our viewers wants me to send you all a message.
Oh?
Oh, no.
It's pretty good.
He's
I love him.
low-key. That's
Thank you, Luminous.
It's pretty accurate, Luminous, I'm not gonna lie. Spirit takes it all in stride and then looks you dead in the eyes and says, yeah, I don't care about any of that. Dealing with the fact that the realms are doing weird shit, way more important than whatever you've got going on.
Okay, well, I thought I'd let you get. I'd catch you up on the last few years, but
Yeah, that sounds great, buddy. That's a real tough time that you're going through right now.
there's also a phrase that we've picked up, but none of us are really wanting to say it anymore. Because the last time we did that, one of the thralls of that angry old lady sort of died immediately.
Hey, well, what if it's the word, the phrase to be able to get into the Fey portal?
It could be, but I don't want to risk it just
Don't
yet.
think we want to test that.
Yeah, no, it's
Well, the riddle I found, it's in the house, so I think it's got something to do with the cottage. But that cottage sucks. It really sucks. I don't like being in there.
what's in there?
It's not.
There you go.
So.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah, he's out cold right now. Oh, hold on here. I'll help him out. And he reaches out with a claw and deals 1 damage to you, Ziggy, which wakes you up.
Ah! Ow! What the fuck?
He's helping us now.
Leave him like that for too long, and he's going to end up on the Fey side of the portal and not in the place that he wants to be.
Oh.
Anyways.
Ow! That treat tasted really good for about a split second. Then I was gone. I don't know what happened. I don't remember much, but I think it was a good nap.
Well, you didn't lick a tree. So
Oh?
you haven't broken the illusion yet. These look like trees to you still, huh?
I look around. Do they still look like trees?
They do. They
Okay.
do. And he goes, and if you know what? If you haven't broken it, you don't want to see what I'm seeing right now, all right? Let's just leave it like that.
So I'm
God,
assuming
what did
that
he
the
lick?
thing that you...
What did I lick?
I'm assuming that when you said this was the last safe place, it doesn't necessarily look like a nice, happy land like it currently does.
It's not actually, but at least there's nothing here actively trying to kill me. There's been a few things over the last 7 years, shit that's wandered in here mostly, but I don't think the hag knows I'm here. Probably gonna change now that there's a bunch of people blundering on top of her. Again, you don't want to know what I'm seeing right now. Regardless, the cottage, it's... If you're not seeing things the way I am right now, then the cottage isn't going to be so bad for you guys.
It kind of looks like a fairy tale gingerbread house.
Considering we're working with the Fae and
Yeah, that's what it looked like when I first went in too. But once you spend enough time out here, it starts to you start seeing things as they truly are. But look, here.
Is it as they truly are, or is that an illusion now too?
Oh, look, I don't want to start trying to figure that out. All right, I just want to get to my friends. Okay.
Understandable.
there was a lot of information all at once. I didn't get to hear the part. Is he aware that Broke Knuckle is the Summer Queen?
No, he hasn't mentioned that yet.
Okay, I couldn't. Oh, there's another bit I probably forgot to mention. We, through some questioning and other such, we're still not 100%, but it's like a 80-90% assurance that the Summer Queen is that rotten old lady, Granny Broke Knuckle.
He stares at you. I'm able to recognize that information is a really bad thing. I'm not able to process it right now, I don't think.
That's, you know what?
We have to find
That's
Reigns.
okay.
Reigns will know what to do. He led our entire unit. He's the expert.
So you know,
Do you know that he's actually still alive?
Yeah, well, yes. So we don't die.
What?
Horizon Walkers. We don't die.
Ziggy, we've had this lesson before. I
They
told
sort of
you
just
they are
exist.
practically immortal.
Yeah,
Well, until they lose their mind, at least.
And wander into nothing.
we can get killed. But
Who's that?
I would know if Reigns was dead.
Okay.
The
So he's
others,
somewhere on the other side.
yeah, the others I can't tell, but I know Reigns isn't dead.
So you said you were familiar with the rules because we actually aren't. So you'd be able to help us.
Yeah, of course. I'm not great with them,
Alright.
though. Look, for the Horizon Walkers, my job was mostly recon and muscle, okay? Reigns was the brains behind everything.
Okay, well, guess we should probably get to figuring out this riddle.
Well, hold on.
You
Before we
mentioned?
go in there, I can just tell you the riddle. Maybe you can solve it before we even have to go into the
That might be for the best.
All right. The key is here in plainest sight. No lock to either left or right. To see the Fae is what you yearn. The key as real as the lock it turns.
One more time.
The key is here. I don't like repeating this. Do you have a pen and paper ready?
Yes.
All right. The key is here in plainest sight. No lock to either left or right. To see the Fae is what you yearn. The key is real as the lock it turns.
Is here in plainest sight.
Alright, did somebody get all of that?
Okay. And to you guys, the inside of the cottage is going to look like a warm, welcoming granny's old cottage, okay?
Oh, boy.
I don't want to go back in there with you until you solve the riddle, because to me, it's a lot worse, alright?
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I'll be out here and I'll be watching my boat.
It's got holes in it.
No shit. Hey, it's a good thing you're hot, because you are not getting anywhere in the mental department, are you?
Hey, that's rude.
Yes.
Can you fix it?
Yes.
Because Nagni is still on the other side.
Look,
She's a great help.
yes, I can fix it. But honestly, if you've got a guard out there, she should stay out there. In case any other assholes come by and shoot our boat. And he gives a very pointed look at Stella.
I smile.
Well, don't, go knock yourself out. Don't stand still on my account, Time's a wasting. He gestures at the cottage.
Feel like almost like a trust exercise from what I understood of the riddle, but my brain is high on very different medicines. Because I'm the big sickie.
I can sense the portal, by the way, and I know it's in the cottage somewhere.
Okay, goddammit.
We're
Okay,
gonna
well,
have to go in.
You guys can go ahead.
audibly, I just...
Once you figure out the way to get it open, again, I can make it big enough for us to go through.
Shade's just like, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. He starts walking.
I guess I'll follow.
As you walk closer, the house looks so warm and comforting and inviting.
God.
All of you hear the voices of your real life grandparents calling to you.
Wait. As Stella, do I just hear Granny?
Yes, but you hear the Summer Queen properly calling you in.
Great.
Ziggy, for you, having
I was
no
gonna say, what
parents,
the fuck do I hear?
whoever you would consider your grandparent to be, someone warm and
The
comforting.
first
For the rest
line.
of you, it's all your blood relatives. Even if you never knew them, you somehow know deep in your bones that this is your grandma's voice calling you in after a long day of playing. And with every step you take closer to the cottage, the world seems to be getting a little bigger. You glance to each other about halfway to the door, And you're all your teenage selves right now.
Oh, not again, not again, not again.
I'm a slime.
Yeah, so you're like smaller, less mass, less goop
Oh,
and gunk on you.
He's small.
Shade looks very different, I
small.
want to say. Shade looks
So
very
I went from 2.5 feet tall to 1.5 feet
I
tall.
want you to describe, because currently you are all adults, correct? Or young adults at best?
Yeah.
Yeah, young adult.
I'm a slime.
I want you
Kinda
to start
mid-20s.
describing yourself, if it's applicable, adult, young adult, teen, child, and then young child. As by the time you reach the door, you will all have the appearance of 8-year-old children. The equivalent of for whatever race you are. We're gonna go right to left, and I want to start with Yuki for a change.
Yuki.
Yikes. Yikes. Ole, ole, ole.
Is she back? She's not showing as AFK right now.
She said BRB after she used the AFK command, so I assume she's still AFK.
Weird. Okay. In that case, we'll start left to right. So, Arsenal.
Oh, shit. Okay. What was it was a adult, young adult, teen.
And then by the time you reach the door, 8-year-old child.
Okay.
So just describe what this transitioning looks like as you become younger and younger and younger. Your gear and items change to match, by the way.
Okay. So as we're getting closer and the years start to tick back, Shade's hair kind of like shortens a little bit. I'd say after the first 5 years, I'd say that tick past, the hair shortens. It's a bit more cut. The beard is maybe a bit well trimmed. Still black, and as it kind of goes back, maybe the first year after the war started, it's a very stark difference. And within a span of a second, the black hair turns to like gold blonde. The kind of gunpowder silvery eyes go almost pure platinum. He has a lot more color to his skin. I mean, he's still like still a like Caucasian, but like not that sickly pale that he's been before. He looks like a lot healthier. And the clothes, to change with the age, go from these sort of like black leather, kind of black and gold leather, like adventuring gear, into white and gold, like paladin armor, as he actually beefs up a bit, quite a lot more, before shrinking back down once he hits his teen years. Still probably on par with his adult self, though, in physique. He was kind of a bit of a stockier guy when he was growing up. So teenage Arsenal now has a like kind of to the sides haircut, blonde, still that gold blonde hair, platinum eyes. The paladin armor strips away, and it's down to just like learning robes, like one that would be at a church or something of sort. As he gets even younger and younger, the clothing's change from like religious iconography. Once he gets down to maybe preteen years, it's more like farmer's clothing. He spent a little bit of time on a farm, and once he gets down to his 8-year-old self, he's got like what is it? Not a bowl haircut, but I want to say, actually, yeah, it's a bit of a bowl haircut of still that just shiny golden hair. Think like Taliesin Jaffe from Mr. Mom, like that just little adorable kid, and like these just jean overalls, and was it just happy-go-lucky little kid that you don't think at all would grow up into the man you've met.
Roll me a charisma save.
Oh, fuck.
River.
I'm River.
I said 2 something.
Charisma save, where are you?
Good to know.
18.
With an 18, you resist your personality reverting back to your younger age as well. Now let's hear from the others and see if they've all become their child selves or not. Next up is Minoru. Describe
Hi.
what you look like through the stages of your adulthood, and then roll me a charisma save.
You see, the only thing that really actually changes with Ziggy is maybe just a small portion in size. So from 2 feet to 2 foot, or 2.5 feet to 2 foot, and his items that you see floating around inside of him. And maybe a little bit of shade. Maybe he's not as dark purple as before. He's a little lighter.
Charisma save.
Pink. Pink baby.
Kinda. Not. I don't know about that.
Ziggy, your personality also reverts to, I guess the 8-year equivalent for you would be about 8 seconds after gaining sentience for the very first time.
Oh god.
Yes.
I don't think. Does he know how to speak at that point?
Not really.
Yes. No. What? Oh, okay.
Enough, but you're like you're the
Baby
equivalent of an
talk.
8-year-old child. Just as a note, is what your personality should be. Okay. So
I was
you
going off
can't-
something
you
completely
can't
different,
speak.
but okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
you
I
should
get
be
it.
the equivalent of an 8-year-old human child. Mox, go ahead and get creative with Stella. I think that she would
Alright,
give you permission.
So I do have something in mind. So for my beautiful boys who have seen the fantastic fucking series of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stella, as she regresses in age, goes into a full-on maiden heaven moment where all the seasons go back in time. So she goes through all their seasons faster and faster as she ages down, and her features throughout her seasons just slowly shrink into like little bulbs, like little bulbs as like in spring when it's ready to emerge into like a full-on leaf, and like in fall the little branches in her hair is shorter, and then, like in winter the antlers get even like into a little nubby, and she just shrinks in size a little bit. There you go. Yeah, that's what I have for Stella.
Okay. Charisma save. Let's see if you're role-playing your girlfriend's character as an 8-year-old.
I wouldn't be surprised. Charisma save. Go. I got it.
Yeah, you resist. Your personality remains the same. Ryan.
Which is still an 8-year-old child. Sometimes. Most of the time.
Roast her while she's not even here. Ryan.
Alright, I get a little smaller. I regress in size. My hair becomes shorter. At one point, a beard does come out, but goes back in as I regress in age.
He said no
And
beard.
the most notable features is that some of my scars go away, and I actually appear a lot cleaner now, as in more recent years, I haven't been able to focus on it, especially these past few weeks. And I guess if the personality's showing a bit, it actually appears that I was much more confident and full of life a couple years back.
Charisma save. You have advantage for keen mind as you are aware of the changes as they are happening to you and trying to resist them.
Advantage.
Being aware of the changes doesn't prevent them from affecting you, however, and you are 8-year-old Ropar. You remember there's something important that you're supposed to be doing, but you can't remember what it was entirely. And Yuki, are you back? If not, then Alice just stays outside for now.
Oh no.
Alright, Alice stays outside for now. Ziggy and Ropar, in your perspective, you and your friends have had a very long day playing, and it's time to come inside. Your grandmothers are calling you. They've made your favorite dishes inside. The rest of you, Stella and Shade, I guess they're the only two who succeed this.
Hi.
You do have a grandma, Ziggy, and you remember her perfectly.
No.
Minoru, if you don't have the memories, they've been implanted in your brain of having a wonderful, lovely grandma. Oh, Yuki,
I guess
are you
I
back?
Did not, yeah, I'm back. I guess I forgot to toggle AFK when I got up. I did put BB
You did, but you
in the chat.
typed BRB after,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it canceled it.
So it's all good.
Okay.
So Yuki, as everyone
hi.
approached the house, they began getting younger. By the time they reached
I'm a baby.
By the time they reached the door, they were all 8 years old and need to roll a charisma save to see if their personalities reverted to as they were as an 8-year-old.
Okay.
Now, regardless of your character's backstories, you are hearing your grandmother calling you in the cottage right now. And if your personality reverts, you believe you have just gotten back after a long day of playing with your friends, and inside your grandmother has this lovely bowl of food waiting for you.
Thank
you for the subscription, Zeph.
Still though?
Yes, you do, but I also want you to describe what it looks like as you begin regressing through your life. Everyone else has already done so.
Oh God. As I began regressing
Zeph,
through my
who do you
life.
want to gain an inspiration, by the way? Yep, so if you want, just give a description of what it looked like when you were because you're currently a young adult, so what you looked like when you were a teenager, then a child, and then an 8-year-old child.
Oh
Okay,
wait,
so
that means you missed my made in heaven moment.
Yep.
Yeah. So, as a teenager, I did live in the house with all of the cool government people taking care of me. And I was probably attending like classes on how to act like a proper lady and all of that good stuff. And as I get younger, you start to see me become the bumpkin, right? Where I'm back on the street. My mom isn't taking very good care of me. She actually does work at a brothel. I know I'm making a joke, but she is literally a whore. We do not know who my pop is, right? And she left me to kind of fend for myself a lot. So you just see me become like grungy and like dirty and gross, right? Like a I'm just a bum.
Does that mean you're gonna talk like a fucking?
Yeah.
If your personality.
If she fails.
You're gonna be speaking like a bumpkin.
Yeah. If my personality fails, y'all get the good old.
The good.
All right.
I kind of want you to fail now.
You resist, meaning that the only people who have regressed are Ziggy and Ropar.
Damn, y'all's rolls are rough.
The brain of our operation.
Go ahead and
now.
roll. Yeah, it's an 8-year-old brain. He remembers he's supposed to be doing something important, but he doesn't remember what. Go ahead and roleplay, guys. You got 2 children.
I walk off to Alice. Dusty, it's time to go have food with Granny. Dusty. Let's go have food with Granny.
I don't. Oh boy, Oh, not again. And I look down at my tiny little hands.
Ropar.
We're small.
Alice. And I point to myself. Alice.
Oh. Hey! You hear from the forest behind you.
What's up?
Did y'all turn into kids?
Yeah.
Who are you?
That shit's funny. Ropar and Ziggy, you don't hear him.
Oh.
Again.
Also, my knuckle regressed.
It did not, actually.
Did
not regress.
The only thing that didn't regress is that you still have that jointed knuckle as if it had been there from the very beginning.
Interesting.
Oh, that's creepy.
I'll look at...
So, what do you guys do? You're all standing in front of the door, and Speared by Sword seems to have delight in the fact he didn't tell you about this effect.
I'll look at Alice and be like,
okay.
Wait, Alice, you got your memories?
I do have my memories. And I grab Ropar's hand. I can help with the little ones, but you need to figure out what's going on here fast. I do not grab Ziggy's hand, though. I grab a hold of Ropar's hand.
I'm not dealing with Ziggy.
I don't want him either. He's gross and disgusting.
Hey, that's rude.
He covered himself in poop at one point. That's nasty.
He doesn't remember that.
Luminous wants to let you know, Ryan, the real question is, was the knuckle always there and accepting the deal only revealed it?
Always there.
That'll really break your noodle, he says. Anyways, carry on, guys. Let me know when you want to enter the cottage. The door is unlocked because Granny's door is always open.
It's okay, baby Ropar doesn't care at the moment. He probably hasn't even noticed the knuckle.
And push on the door, come on.
I help him push.
I didn't get my big strength till I was older. Come on!
Why are you all trying to leave? Granny's serving food.
No, they're going in. They're going in,
Are
Rob.
they going in?
Oh,
I haven't described the entrance yet. You're just at the door. You push the door open, and for Ziggy and Ropar, you see your grandmother inside. She's
I run
made
up.
you your favorite food. Okay, Alice, your hand.
No, I'm holding his
Catch him,
hand.
catch
I'm
him,
holding
catch him.
his hand, and I'm putting my feet into the ground. Ropar, no.
what are you
No.
doing? Food. I'm hungry.
You didn't wash your hands first. We have to wash hands.
Yeah, wash your hands, Ropar.
okay.
That's gross.
Your granny is in here for the both of you that you can see, and she's made you this lovely, delicious meal with all of your favorite toppings on top of it. It is
Oh God, this is gonna be
heaven
hard.
and sublime. In the oven, a huge wood-burning stove, you're able to smell, your favorite flavors of pie! That's
I'm finding a way to wash my hands.
You also see that after dinner, your grandmother's already set up your favorite game for you and all your friends to play. And then in the corner, she's even set up a little section of the cottage that's a blanket and pillow fort for all your friends to sleep over if they want.
Damn, Grandma's house is kind of lit though.
I got a lot of grandma sounds kind of dope. I kind of
rest
want to
of
be
you.
a grandma.
The rest of you see this isn't the illusion you don't think that Speared has broken through, but you don't see that comfort anymore. Meaning you're not as deep as Spear's seen, but you're not on the super nice, friendly layer.
Oh wait, he sees worse than this?
He sees worse than what I'm about to describe.
Ah, fuck me.
The cottage inside is empty and cold. There is no furnace. There is no fire. There is no comfort. It looks like this place has been abandoned for years. The windows are smashed in. The chairs and tables are destroyed.
And there's no grandma?
There is no grandma.
Okay, cool.
Rubbish.
I'm
and
looking for a place to
trash-
wash my hands.
Rubbish and trash litter the entire area. Discarded bits of clothing, rotting bits of food are here. It looks like an abandoned cottage that's been gone for quite some time. And for those of you who are able to see, in common, carved into the back wall, is the riddle that Spears told you about. The end of the riddle, after the lock that turns, looks like there could have been something more, but the back panel where that, like the panel of wood that was written on, looks heavily charred and burned, and the scratchings on it are illegible.
Fuck.
She is here in plainness of sight, along to either left or right. See the phase while you yearn, the key is real. It's a lock that turns.
So, that is what you guys see.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Ropar is trying to go towards what appears to be a wash basin that you guys can see is filled with rancid water, and mosquitoes are kind of hovering around.
Oh,
it.
gross. No, don't touch that. Don't touch that.
I found a place to wash my hands.
No, don't touch that. It's nasty.
I pick up Ropar.
Robar,
You told me to wash. You told me to wash my hands.
We have to let Ziggy go first.
Yeah,
I wanna
Ziggy go
eat.
first.
I'm hungry.
It's not gonna hurt Ziggy. He's made.
It's
a
my
sponge, so
favorite
he can
pie.
eat that. Come on,
Let
Ziggy, you gotta go wash your
Yes,
hands
Ropar,
first.
you have to wait your turn. Not your turn.
Yeah,
I was here first.
but we go in reverse alphabetic order, Ropar. Ziggy first,
Ropar.
because he's at Z.
As you approach the basin, Granny grabs a sorry, not Ropar. Ziggy, as you approach the basin, Granny grabs a towel, a hand towel, off of the nearby stove. Players who are not seeing the illusion, you watch as a
I don't have
towel,
hands.
You watch as a hand towel floats off the ground and gently, as
haunted.
if it's being settled down onto the side of the wash basin, is left there for Ziggy to use.
It's haunted.
I climb on the table.
This is fucked up. It's haunted. Let's burn this.
Okay.
Ziggy, you have to
Ziggy.
wash your hands first.
Wash your hands.
As Ziggy climbs onto the table, you watch as the table rights itself, standing upright, even in its tattered pieces, against gravity. for him to stand on.
This is our time to teach Ziggy etiquette at the beginning of all of it.
I don't have hands.
You need to wash your slime, Ziggy.
No.
Can I? I have like a water skin or whatever. Can I just pretend to wash Ropar's hands so he doesn't put it in the nasty bucket?
Roll me a performance.
Okay.
Well, while she's dealing with those two, can I search around to see if I can find
Performance.
any key,
Please be
anything?
high.
Two things happen. Firstly, Alice, as you're washing Ropar's hands and playing along with the illusion, you for a moment see what Ropar's seeing. You see the grandmother, and you also see on that back wall with your passive perception, because it is high enough, the charred panel of wood isn't charred in the illusion, and you can see the writing on it, but it flashes too quickly for you to actually register what was written there.
Oh, I think I got it.
Meanwhile,
I have to keep playing pretend with him.
Play pretend.
Meanwhile, Shade, you are able to find a series of keys. One made out of wood, one that appears to be made out of porcelain, one that appears to be made out of iron, one that appears to be made out of steel, one that appears to be made out of moss, one that appears to be made out of bone, one that appears to be made out of flesh.
Ew.
Oh dear.
Stitched together. So you find a series of keys. They're all on the exact same key ring.
I grab the key ring and I like, where is it, like on a table or somewhere? I gotta like jump up and jump back down.
Yep, it's actually, you can see it on the top of the highest cabinet. You're going to have to push some of the furniture together and to climb it to get Granny's keys.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt something that real life Arsenal used to do all of the time when I was young, which was, you know how the drawers, like on bottom cabinets, they have like the little like the handle to pull out with your hand. I would use those as footholds, and I would just climb up onto the cabinet, and then from there I'd open the.
As you start climbing up the first couple, Ropar and Ziggy, Granny turns to where little Shade is climbing the cabinet, and you see as her face darkens a little bit. And Alice, you feel something cold wash over you as Ropar and Ziggy, from your perspective, Granny just stepped over little Alice. And she's walking towards where Arsenal is.
Oh.
Shade, stop! You're aggravating Granny.
I was mad.
Now's not the time to play. You gotta eat.
Say that I have a very bad feeling about what you're doing.
I hear them. And I hear them, and I'm trying to just go faster. It's like,
no, Shade, get off.
Hey, stop! You're gonna get the pie taken away.
Roll me athletics
get
or
off.
acrobatics.
Oh no, my baby hands, my little baby athletic hands.
At disadvantage because yes, little baby athletics hands.
Uh,
Unless you want to cast a spell or something.
Alright, go baby hands, I believe in you.
While he rolls that, I have an idea. Hey Ropar, do you see the words on the back wall?
No, I see the pie. I'm hungry.
Okay, disadvantage.
I know you're hungry, but if I hold you up, can
I
you
wanna
see?
play games. I wanna eat.
I promise that you can eat very shortly if you could tell me what the wall says.
Icy hands grab a hold of your ribs, Arsenal.
Oh,
and you are
God!
Lifted from
Arsenal.
the cabinets. Alice, you see Shade floating in midair. Shade, it looks the same to you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Got it. As that happens, I think as a reflex, he tries, even though he's already brought them out like today for the fish, the weird regression thing, he doesn't really understand it, and as a reflex tries to pop the wings. I don't know what's going to happen.
What kind of an Aasimar were you beforehand?
He was a protector.
Your protector wings come out.
Oh,
Describe
shit.
what they look like.
Considering they come out in his little 8-year-old self,
They've
these...
been they're dealing with Fae and Hags right now, Mike. So they've all been regressed to children in order to solve a riddle, and some of them sadly did not make the save, so their minds have regressed back to their childhood selves as well. Arsenal, please carry on with your description. I didn't mean to cut you off. Just wanted to say hi to Mike.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Hi, Mike. You said con save too while I'm describing.
Yes, the con save is for the damage.
Okay. Come on, roll high. Yeah, roll high.
You take half damage, and it is necrotic, so you half it a second time. 9 damage, then you half it again. And please add it manually to your sheet.
Cool. So 9 halved. Round up, so 5.
Yep.
Halved again, round up, so 3.
Yep. And did you finish describing your wings?
Yeah. So his wings didn't really actually appear until a little bit later in life, but as a reflex, he tries to bring them out, and so these, instead of the half-formed kind of in and out of reality necrotic, sinewy wings that come out, it is these almost cherub-esque, like he's a little 8-year-old, like blonde Taliesin Jaffe, with just these perfect, like porcelain white, celestial like wings that come out. They may be about the wingspan of I don't know, maybe like a large eagle of sorts. Like they are quite the set of wings to be on this little body, like to the point where they're almost hindering, but they're just enough where he's like started to like flap them a bit, and he's like, "What? Whoa, 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 whoa! That didn't happen till I was older." Whoa! And he's kind of like getting a hold of himself for a second as like the pain comes. He's like, "Oh, okay, ow, 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 ow."
You can't see this because you're being faced back towards where those keys were, Arsenal. But Alice can, as a closet door opens up and a chair with spikes and straps is being dragged out.
Oh, we're gonna be put in the punishing chair. It's the punishment chair.
Ropar and Ziggy, it looks like Grandma's about to put him in a high chair.
Can I?
It's high chair time for shade.
Can I do like gust of wind and try to blow the chair back?
Sure, you can. If you would like to upset Granny too.
You know what?
Shade, for a brief moment when you were picked up.
I already played Investigator all day.
Above Granny's like shoulder, because that's where she's carrying you, according to the others. There's a brief moment when the key ring is within your reach. You can roll a sleight of hand to try to snatch it if you want.
Yep, and I want to try and like beat my wings a little bit to try and like push myself forward.
Okay.
Hey, Ropar.
Does anybody want to assist me?
Hey,
Ropar. What
if you keep playing Investigator, I'll give you my piece of pie.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Will you feed it to me?
Yeah.
It's getting
18 sticky fingers.
Yes. What do you want me to do?
I think you should look at the back wall. What it says. The weird
Ropar,
password
when
thing.
you look at the back wall, it says, "Happy birthday, Ropar Ripple Tipple."
Oh god, fucking
Oh,
damn
It's
it.
my birthday?
Piece of shit.
I thought it was
So that's what you meant. Oh,
Very,
thank you,
very
Stella.
clever though, Mox. But sadly, the illusion has him in its.
Damn it, my brain.
Max and
Very,
I thought
very
we were
clever.
geniuses,
My
but
brain was
honestly,
like, I'm a
It was
gigabrain.
brilliant. It was brilliant. I'm going to award an inspiration to you, Mox. That was really clever. That was
Thank
probably
God
the
he
most
needs
clever
it.
thing. Sadly, I do have in my notes that if the players try to have one of the charmed people look onto the back wall, that it just reads that it's their birthday. But clever use of trying to solve the problem.
I have a lot of experience dealing with small children, surprisingly.
Really appreciate it, Stella.
Arsenal,
Can you feed me your pie now?
The keys. You have the key. The
Once
pie hasn't been
Grandma
brought
gives
out yet.
us pie,
You
yeah.
have the keys. You're currently floating. You can see what you're about to be put into, and it looks like your hands are about to get strapped down. Are you going to toss the keys?
Even though I don't actually see what's holding me, I'm going to attempt to do the most 8-year-old thing possible.
Squirm and wiggle?
And I'm gonna bite.
Oh, all right.
At whatever invisible force is at me. I want to bite at it.
Okay.
Which is now also filled with an extra radiant damage.
Yeah, I'll take things I didn't expect to happen for 800 D&D players. Go ahead and roll me an improvised attack, I suppose. Sleight of mouth.
Sleight of mouth.
Sleight of mouth.
Improvised weapon attack. It's as if you're doing an unarmed strike.
Okay, fuck, so what is that? So it's a d20, I'm not proficient, so plus...
You're -1 in strength, right?
Strength? Is it strength or dex? Which one?
It's strength.
Okay, so d20 -1. I'll just roll this d20 and then apply the -1. Roll high again! 17!
With an 18, you swear you bit on where it had to be holding you, and yet you clamp down on air. To the others, you can see him flailing, and it looks like he bit Granny. Roll damage, Shade. You don't feel anything, but...
So what would I be? What am I rolling? 6, 4...
Oh, sorry, what's your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is a -1.
So you deal 0 damage.
But it
Radiant
because
counts.
I
Yep. Unless
Yeah,
it specifies
radiant-
weapon attack.
no, I think it isn't just attacks.
I
When
believe
you
it
transfer
does...
in 1 minute during you have a because my necrotic applies to some of my spells.
I'm 90% certain it's just attacks, so I'm going to allow
You
it, but
can
I'd
deal-
appreciate if someone looked through.
I'm looking at it right now. You can deal extra radiant damage to one target when you deal damage to it with an attack or a spell. The
Yep,
extra
that's
radiant
intent.
damage equals your level.
So you deal some
4
radiant damage, and you guys watch as Granny drops Little Shade, and Shade hits the ground.
I can use my wings, keep myself afloat, and I fly up to where she can't reach me.
You think she can't reach you?
No, but
I guess.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
fly
You're gonna
up.
have like long, creepy arms.
I'm gonna fly up, and I'm gonna.
I gasp and hide behind Alice, saying Shade's being a naughty boy.
I'm gonna keep constantly flying
That's
in
very
just
true.
several directions and attempt to just avoid this invisible force.
Yeah, you shouldn't be
Okay.
like Shade, Robar. You gotta grow up
Granny
to be a
seems
respectable gentleman.
preoccupied right now trying to catch Shade. What is everyone else doing as Granny has her back turned on everyone else?
I'm gonna try.
Oh, I have an idea.
What is it?
Demon cherub baby. No one expects wings on an 8-year-old.
Stella, if we
Meh.
keep playing with Ropar, I saw the words for a little bit. We need to get him to play board games with us.
I have an idea. Let's just sit down at the table and pretend we're starting to eat.
I don't want him to accidentally eat anything, though.
Just give
What?
him an
I'm
empty
so
plate.
hungry. Shade's being really scary.
What 8-year-olds
Give him
fight
an-
things?
give
My
him an
fucking
empty
nephew,
plate.
that's who.
Give him an empty plate and like put rations in it or something.
Oh, wait, you might be a genius.
Hey.
Okay, Ropar, are you ready to go sit at the table? I'll
Yeah,
serve you
yes.
a little bit of a snack.
Yeah,
While we
we
wait
can
for
give you
Grandma.
pie.
I have been really hungry.
Yeah.
Shade will behave.
Ignore Shade. He's a bad boy. Don't
Yeah,
take
just
example on Shade.
Grandma's
Shade, you're on
gonna
your own,
take
by the
care
way.
of Shade.
No, don't worry. I think I figured out the riddle.
Okay,
Alright.
so we'll take her apart to the table,
Yeah.
and
is
I
it
will give him
anything-
some of the rations in my
Anything kind
backpack
of follow, I guess.
instead
Do
of
you
the
have a
gross
plate?
food.
Well,
Uh,
is there plate on the top?
There is, conveniently, a plate has just set itself right in front
Oh,
of Ropar's seat.
fuck me. Fuck.
Is it empty?
Hold up.
Is Ropar sitting down?
I
I
did
reach
put
up and
Ropar-
try and start to sit. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Once Ropar's rear touches chair, plate is not empty. Ropar, there's a
Oh.
lovely piece of cake with a little birthday candle on it.
Do we see that or what did we see?
Oh god.
It's
Fuck.
my birthday!
You guys see a plate which seems to contain a clump of moss, and then you remember how Speared said that he could see deeper into this place.
Oh god,
Oh,
he's gonna
God.
eat the
Wait, wait.
moss.
Now,
And he's gonna
Ropar,
wake
you
the fuck
can't
up.
eat the piece of cake until
What
we
I'm
sing
trying to
happy
say
birthday.
is that for a very brief moment, when you saw that moss out of the corner of your eye, it didn't look like moss.
Oh, God.
Oh, we're
It
seeing
looked like
more.
something crawling and moving.
Oh god, okay.
Stella,
We need to
Stella,
get rid of
sing
that.
very slowly.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a way to get rid of it.
Oh!
Happy
Wow,
birthday.
Stella, Alice! As you start to sing, there's 2 more plates
Oh, fuck
in front of your
me.
seats with little name
Oh,
tags.
God. With little name tags.
Ropar.
To you, they look like moss. To Ropar, they look like cake.
But can I... If we start singing happy
The
birthday, can I start
investigator
to
is
see the wall?
Birthday.
Sort of, but it's constantly stuttering in or out. I think you
Oh,
know what you
God.
need to do to see the wall, Alice. Shade, you're not able to keep this up
Eat the
forever,
moss.
and Granny's fingers are getting closer to grabbing you.
Yep,
You
I
can
think
feel it
I
brushing on you.
Stella?
I know what I want to do. I just didn't want to
Okay, I look at Alice and I'm like, if I die from this, I hope you can bring me back, and I shove the moss in my mouth.
You shove the moss in your mouth. Do you chew? Do you swallow?
I have swallow whole. I don't want to chew it.
Suddenly,
I stare at her wide-eyed while trying to
I know
hold
what's supposed to be
Ropar.
at first
I
fight.
interrupt, but I know what I want to do.
let me
My
finish
birthday.
Let me finish this, Shade.
Oh God,
Stella, all
Yeah.
of a sudden, you hear a loud cracking sound.
Oh, gross.
As you look around, the cottage is superimposed on itself 3 times.
Oh, I see realities.
You see the 3 different versions of the illusion.
Oh, fuck me! I'm breaking the fourth wall.
But do you see the writing, Stella? Don't forget the writing.
I try to focus on the writing.
gotta ride the lightning, Stella. Just ride the lightning.
Stella said she'd give me her cake.
The last line, as the lock
Don't worry, we'll
that
get you
turns,
cake.
causes the entrance to Burns.
I relay that to the party.
Now, let's talk about real
Wait.
reality for a moment.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
Oh, because I see the real reality too.
The trees outside are massive, 8-jointed fingers protruding from a hand,
Ziggy licked!
from a hand that you all happen to be in. The
Oh,
house
run!
is a massive, porous wart that you are in.
Oh no.
The various furnishings are skin, bone deformities on this hand.
Ugh.
What you ate were parasites feeding off of this mass.
I want to pull him. I want to throw up.
Handful, and content warning for creepy crawlies, a handful of writhing maggots that are huge and blood red.
Man, I'm familiar with that.
Can I throw up?
You can choose to throw up.
Oh wait, I
as you
won't be
throw
able to
up
see the reality.
maggots and blood all over.
Will I still see all 3 realities?
Not anymore, but you got the last
Oh.
line of the riddle.
What? Okay. Well, I don't
I
want
hope
to keep that in
someone.
me.
I hope someone heard that.
And
By
now,
the way, because I didn't.
Stella, with a horrifying realization, you also know why Speared can see the inside of this cottage and the area of the
Oh, he has parasites in him.
He tried to solve
He
the
ate
riddle.
the cake. He ate the
I
cake.
I say that to Alice, which is right next to me. This
Shane,
place
what do
is-
you do?
This place is disgusting.
Flying around, I say again the riddle out loud. The key is here, in plainest of sight. They're locked to either left or right. See the phase what you yearn. The key is real as the lock that turns. If there is no lock, there is no key. And I yeet the fucking keys into the stove, and I just go, please work, please work, please work, and I cast Firebolt.
It's a good thing you cast Firebolt because that isn't a real stove.
Yeah, it's all I got.
Blasting
None
the
of my-
keys. Roll the hit as you're just shooting the entire key ring, so you're trying to burn all of them, not any particular one.
Just fuck it. Yeah, as far as yeah, because I don't know. What is it?
Yeah, because I don't know.
Literally, like that. This is what I'm pretty sure. This is as far as I've gotten. If there is no lock, there is no key. Because if the key is as real as the lock that turns, no lock to either left or right, that means there is no key. So, fuck it.
What was the
no
last
keys.
line? Did you
None of the
hear
keys.
what? What was the last
He
line?
didn't need to hear the last line. He had actually solved it before you guys needed to do that. Meaning that Stella didn't have to eat the maggots.
Yeah, I made my girlfriend eat maggots while she was gone.
But yeah, let me roll fucking fireball.
You still have to
Hey,
hit,
I
yeah.
Yeah. God, it's been a minute. So was it cast, right? It was
A
16 to hit.
Hits, and the damage, no matter what you roll, will be enough. The keys ignite. Granny disappears. Everyone sees reality for what it is, with one addition. Over the entrance to the massive wart that you're all in, which is pulsating, by the way, a dewdrop has formed. Dripping off the top of the entrance, it now hangs suspended in the doorway. All of you are snapped out of it, returned to your regular selves, regular mentalities in this weird, warty dome. You see what you were about to eat, Ropar.
I don't like it.
Are we still children?
I vomit profusely.
The darkness returns to my eyes.
Projectile vomit on the fucking table. Well, the wart table, the fucking flesh table, I guess.
Where are we? We're not kids anymore, right?
Nope.
No, we're not.
No,
But you
we're
still
Do I
don't know if you
fucking
solved the riddle yet. There's just a dewdrop floating.
Do I just fucking plummet though?
Yes, you do.
Boom!
So here, holding my mouth.
You just turn the shade and I just see him on the floor. Like, you good?
A skittering of those very small, on normal people. You know how everyone has like those really, really small little tardigrades and stuff on their skin and such? Much bigger versions of those, and other strange creatures feeding off the skin in this wart scuttle out as you land on the plushy, sort of upraised, soft bit of skin that you thought was a table at some point.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, look, I'm getting out of here.
I'm sick. I'm gonna throw up. Fuck that.
I think we all should
just.
just exit.
Oh god.
There's a dewdrop in the doorway. It's floating, suspended in the air at about head height.
Catch it.
Spear, did we do it? Did I do it?
I don't know. Are you not kids anymore?
No.
Did anything happen?
There's a dewdrop.
Okay, well, what's the dewdrop got?
What's it got?
You look at the dewdrop.
Yes.
Everyone leans in. You can see what appears to be the reflection of a very small, tiny world. The dewdrop is the size of a normal dewdrop. It's not big enough for any of you to get in.
A tiny world.
That's it! And the tabaxi walks towards the cottage. Oh, yeah, wow. Hey, he says, looking to Stella, let's, yeah, let's not talk about that any more than we need to, okay? Good.
Yeah.
You did the same thing, didn't you?
I think I said let's not talk about it anymore, didn't I?
Okay.
That's
So-
nice, dude.
So here's what I'm thinking, okay?
What if I?
Well, first off, what was the fucking solution?
Oh yeah. Fucking. The key is as real as the lock that turns. It says no lock to either left or right. So if there is no lock, there is no key. I just fucking burned the keys.
Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me?
Yeah, 8 years, however many fucking years you've been here. I just burned the keys. That was it.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see you do this. And he pulls out a short sword. And he rubs one of his paws across of it, and a blue energy goes up the blade, coating the sides of it, the top of it, and the bottom of it, giving it this weird kind of translucent glow. And then he does a slash through the dewdrop, creating this big blue line that hovers and crackles with arcane energy. Huh? And he reaches into his bag, which he has with him. He pulls out a pair of gloves and begins putting them over his hand paws.
Pause.
Okay, that's fair. That's cool.
Yeah, wait until you see this part. He grabs the edges of the magical energy wearing these gloves, and he begins pulling it open with extreme effort, as you can see, as he's it's like he's opening the line into a half circle and then a full circle, and zzz, from the edges of the portal, blood begins to pour out over his hands as it's clearly resisting him, and he eventually manages to widen it enough that a medium-sized creature can pass through. The edges of the portal still leak blood. He then flicks his blade so this way the energy dissipates, and he slowly pulls the bloody gloves off his hands. He tucks them back into his bag, and he goes, voila! Portal to the Feywild.
Are you okay?
Yes? Why wouldn't I be?
That was a lot of... Was that the portal that did that?
Yeah, the portal bleeds. Don't know
Wow.
why.
You're
Lovely.
stabbing reality.
Huh?
You stabbed reality.
Yeah, well, more of a slash, really. You don't stab those things. I knew a guy who tried doing it in a stab motion once.
I assume the new mean new, and he's gone.
Past tense, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, anyways, lead the way. He gestures to the portal.
Why don't
Okay.
you lead the way? You know more than we do.
I mean, up from there, I should go.
There, yeah, that's it. Go on, lead
Stella
the
goes
way.
first.
Alright, Stella steps through the portal, and she just vanishes. She just doesn't come through the other side of it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Alright,
Where'd
who's
she
next?
go?
Okay, well, if I did it right, she's in the Feywild.
Yeah, but should we not see her on the other side? No? Yes?
No, it's just kind of like this, mirror image thing.
Uh-huh.
Although, it could mean I did it wrong. Every portal's kind of different and unique.
So should we all try and go through at the same time?
I mean, whatever
Mayhaps?
makes you feel better about going through it.
I mean, it might work out better, mayhaps. I don't know.
As long as I did it right, there's not going to be a difference if you all go through it at once or if you go one at a time.
Why do
I
you say
take
you all?
everyone in
What
a-
about you?
I
You
take
should
everyone
be
in a
coming
big
with
bear
us.
hug and
Oh,
I
well,
go
I'm
in.
going to go after you.
No, you're coming with me. I grab his hand and pull him in with me.
Shade, I don't think you're able to get everybody in a big bear hug with a -1 strength, buddy.
I'm used to playing the other
No,
version
no,
of
no, no.
Shade with like a 16 strength.
I'm going to grab his hand and pull him in with me.
The original Shade had a 16 strength. He was a big boy.
Rolling athletics.
I miss Leonidas.
Oh boy, this is gonna go great. Let's go.
Ziggy grabs hold of Speared by Sword, and the both of them tumble through the portal.
Yes! The one time I roll good! Let's go!
Again, both of them vanish, and now you don't have Speared by Sword to clarify what does it mean by if I did it right.
Yeah, Geronimo, I go after him.
Alright, Shade goes through.
Allison Roper, let's go. Come on the door.
I appreciate it, Alice, by the way, and then I just grab and pull her in.
Alright.
Oh, we held hands. Blushes a woo.
There is almost no sensation. 1 minute you're in the cottage, and the next you're someplace very, very different. Give me a week to tell you where you are, because I believe that's where we end our session normally, isn't it, right now?
Yeah.
I know we ran a little bit of a smaller session today, everybody, but again, as I mentioned, we're currently talking about swapping to Pathfinder instead of D&D, because we are in talks with Paizo about getting to work together with them, which is really, really exciting. That's going to be for all of Hero Factory, the whole agency, so we're really excited to chat with them more, figure it out, what's going on. So thank you guys so much for coming. If you wanted to support in the meantime, this is the best way to do so. A bunch of my games have open slots right now. I do a lot. Damn it, River. Whenever I switch over, let you know. You might do something. I will absolutely let you know. There will be a lot of cool things coming up. If you wanted to play in any of my games, I'm running Blades in the Dark, Cyberpunk Red, D&D, although that's going to become Pathfinder soon. Feel free to shoot me a DM. I have 19 open slots in all my game, and I would love to see at least 13 of them filled. Thank you guys so much for coming. We're going to raid another great content creator, so please stay tuned. And do remember to check out Chiisana, which is run by the lovely Yuki Rose. Say hi, Yuki.
Hi, Yuki.
Yay, Sleepy Fox.
What happened to the Chiisana command? Oh, there it is. It just took a while to go off. And if you want to follow any of these great content creators you got to see tonight on Last Stand, you can do so there. Oh, also, I think this is going to be one of the last times you see this starting soon, as we have an animated logo for Hero Factory that we've gotten all finished up and ready to go. So hopefully tomorrow, when I'm streaming Cyberpunk, we'll be showcasing that as my starting soon screen. All right.
Yeah, new stuff.
Bye for now, everybody.
Bye.